I can hear myself because I didn't turn off the monitor when I was checking. There we go, that's better. Speech jams you. You can't talk while you listen to yourself.
Real.
Alright. We're here. We're back. Gaunt's Gold. It's real, it's happening. Session 5. And we can just get right into it, launch right into it. And just do a little recap, shall we? You guys have your new quest in your quest sheet. Oh, who got timed out? Yo, I have Moobot tuned like so that it's really sensitive to caps because I think it's really funny when people get timed out for shouting.
So wait, that's why I keep
I get timed out. Of course it's me. I have a problem with every bot of every chat I've ever been in.
Yeah, Olivia, that happens to Olivia like basically once per stream.
literally wants to stream.
I don't think I've never had to like just like actually unban a person for real. It's only just ever been you, Olivia.
Oh,
It's exclusively been you for me having to like untime you out. That's the only time I've ever had to like mess with that.
I think the longest timeout I've ever had was 12 minutes. I think.
What did
Could
you
have been
do?
longer.
All
Said a
caps in
lot
the
of
chat.
stuff and all. Some very, very probably important emotional things were happening on screen, or a hot guy showed up. Either way.
Oh, right.
it's a bit
One of the
toss-up on
two. Yeah. It's 50-50.
Alright, let's get into it, shall we? Previously on Gaunt's Gold. The party. Let's take chat at least to this map. The party, having escaped a prison caravan alongside a new friend, made their way to the city of Marenhall to lay low from the prison guards that might be searching the landscape for them, and eventually found their way to the Tipsy Quipper and are staying in the attic in order to lie low. And upon arriving at the Quipper, their new friend offered a job of sorts, and that job, that scheme, was robbing the mysterious and sketchy noblewoman, Lady Gwendolyn Gaunt, breaking into her safe at the Evermore Bank and Holdings, and robbing her for as much as they can carry out. And so, after agreeing, the party set about enacting the plan. First step was research and scouting, the casing phase, in which they needed to not only get the lay of the land in the city of Marenhall, but also be on the lookout for allies that might be useful for their little plot. In addition to that, their most pressing task at the moment is surprisingly not buy infinite bread at the bakery. It's actually to scout the bank itself, as their ally, who's helping mastermind, Camille, has only ever gotten as far as the lobby, but was never allowed further. And so the most pressing matter that they need to do so that they can begin to plan the heist is actually scout out just a little further than the lobby so that they know what they're dealing with, and thus can plan ahead while they explore. And so, with that in mind, they've traveled around the city. They've done some exploring. They haven't quite gone into the bank yet, but maybe that'll happen soon. And so now they are just heading back to the Quipper. They met a few people, promised to take care of a few tasks for people, including some dragonborn farmers down in the stilts, and a Limsa dancer in Merchant's Round who was dancing at the Labalandaloon, the restaurant. But they also promised to meet someone that they met outside of Gaunt Shipping and Handling, a mysterious bard who was attempting to infiltrate the warehouse, but was not successful, and the party helped him play it off as a simple mistake. And so, seeing that their desire to enter the warehouse aligned with his own, he proposed that they work together and promised to meet them back at the Quipper. And so now that it's a little later at night and the hour of the meeting is closing in on them, I believe you said last time that you wanted to leave Merchant's Round, which is where you currently are, and head down back home to the Quipper so that you can meet with Valerio and maybe have a little rest. Is that correct?
I think so. I think it's too late to go to the candle tree archive, right, guys? Is that what we
Yeah.
said?
Yeah, we said we'd go tomorrow, I think. Just so we have enough time,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you said last time, is that you would you'd head over there the next day.
Mhm.
Cool. Oh, excuse me.
All right. So, bringing us back here and getting some nighttime ambiance in.
Ooh.
Ivy, the dancer, who you promised to help get out of her contract with her sleazy and strict manager and agent, made her way back into La Balandaloon, the restaurant, and left you guys out here in the night air by the fountain. What would you like to do next?
Our drinks. We ordered drinks.
Yes, we did.
we can't just order and then leave. That's messed up.
To be
No,
fair,
ordering, drinking, and leaving is messed up.
Oh, true.
to be fair, yes, you didn't pay for them, so there's not been like any waste happened here.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Which means I can keep all my gold. Let's go.
Priorities.
I mean, do you guys want the drinks?
Do we want the drinks?
I don't know. We thought it was the social convention. That's why we did it. We were pressured. We're not social drinkers, okay? I don't even
know.
remember what we ordered. What did we order?
I think you ordered an ale and I ordered a wine. I don't
Yeah.
know why I remember that, but I do.
Well, we might as well drink it. We may as well drink it.
Dwarven amber ale and elven syrup wine.
Yes.
Why
Did you put that in
did
your
you write
notes?
that down?
No, I invented it.
Fair enough.
In my
That's
brain.
fair.
We find out that they were like actually poisoned or something, and
Yeah.
we dodged like a major bullet.
Dude.
That's why he remembered it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's plot relevant.
Yeah. He's like, oh man, they're not gonna drink the juice that makes you explode.
Bro. Alright, let's go get our drinks. We're gonna chug them down, right? We're gonna chug them, and then we'll go.
All right.
That's not hard to do. Okay. I'm here for it.
Well, for
I mean,
you,
you guys can take your time if you want. You don't have to chug them.
but we have a meeting.
I'm 8 foot tall, 300 pounds. I think I can handle one ale.
All right.
Yeah, how tall is my
My
boyfriend again?
my BMI indicates that I can consume more than the average.
Fantasy BMI.
Cake
My-
Works knows
my-
what a
my fa-
BMI is?
My fantasy BMI. I can't read, but I know what a BMI is.
My FMI fantasy message.
Dude, alright, Cerise is 4'11 at 98 pounds. I'm sure she can handle chugging some wine.
Oh, she's got it.
Oh yeah,
easy.
she's
That'd be totally fine.
easy.
So you see Kegox dragging Sarisa out of the bar because she can't stand on her own two legs.
Oh no.
Are you guys going back in, or are you just going in and out quick like that.
Okay, are we able to go in and then take our drinks out, or does it matter? I don't know if
Yeah, it
I
doesn't matter.
mean,
is
they
there an
want
open container law
they
in.
want to they want to keep their glasses for sure, but
Well, then I would
Steal
go
those
in,
glasses.
drink,
but
and then leave. Yeah.
I suppose that he probably wouldn't run over there and stop you if you were just dumping the wine in your glass into like your water skin or something.
Oh my god.
We're gonna pour it in very carefully, all right? We can't.
But you could just say that you ran in, chugged it, and ran out.
Yeah.
That's what we
Chunked
do.
it.
We run in, chug it,
But
and
you
leave.
will have to pay for it.
Dang it. All right.
You will have to
I'll-
settle your one drink tab.
That's right. I will. Sarisa will pay for it.
All right, yeah.
Why
So
does-
you guys quickly go in and out to get your drinks, and a short time later come back out again.
Are you both drunk or are you normal?
I don't know.
Are you normal?
It's up to you. guys.
Normal.
Should we roll for it?
Con save?
Yeah, if you want. If you feel that Sarisa would be it'd be up in the air as to whether Sarisa could chug a glass of wine, then yeah, you can roll a con save.
All right. How do I? Is it Constitution, right?
Yeah, it's the save, not the check.
Uh,
So it's the little box on the left side of your sheet.
left box.
It's all the saving throws.
Oh, that giant list. Or wait. Oh no, it's like the topmost ones, right?
Yeah, top left. Like the topmost ones are there, right? And then right below those in that box on the left on your character sheet, there's the 6.
Oh, the
1 to 3, 1
saving
to 3.
throws. I
Saving
see it.
throws. Yeah, that's where you always go if I say to make a save.
Oh, okay. All right.
Ooh.
Whoa. Let's
Okay.
go.
She's
That's-
fun.
Seriously, that's the box for like if something's happening to you and you're rolling to resist it happening. That's the box you go to.
Oh, okay. Cool.
All right, so yeah, you're all good then with a 19. You chugged it down. You're feeling great. You got a bit of a buzz going, but you're feeling great.
Do we think we're ready to head out? Or is there anything else to do?
Well, as I said last time, most of the shops are kind of closing up around now.
Mm.
The restaurants and bars are open a little later, but a lot of these shops here are closing.
But the bearded child is still here?
The bearded child
Um,
is still there.
Yeah, you actually look over to him, and he's kind of making his way. He takes his drink, his empty cup back in to the shop, and then he's gone for a little bit. And then you see him leave without his mug.
Oh,
Oh.
without his
Oh,
mom.
yeah.
Bye, bearded child.
I hope he gets a good night's sleep.
But yeah.
I think we're good to go back. We have a meeting, and then I'd like a short rest so I can get my Bardics back.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit of a sleep.
Not a short rest, like a long rest, but a short, long rest. I
Got it.
forgot that there was something called a short rest.
All right. So yeah, you guys can make your way back. It's just a short jaunt to the south to arrive back at the Quipper. So you make your way out of the square and through the city streets, which are a little quieter. There's less people out, except the occasional person who's either stumbling back from the bar or groups that are making their way to the bar.
Ooh.
But other than that, most of the people have kind of tucked in for the night, and the streets are a lot quieter at night. That's for sure. But eventually, you see the door, that octopus-shaped figurehead above the door of the Tipsy Quipper, and make your way inside, where you find the premise to be a little busier in the afternoon than it was in the morning.
Ooh.
So there are a couple things that you notice, just as I adjust the music for you. Let's see. And there's so many things on my list that it takes me ages to scroll.
Yeah.
All right. So there's a couple things that you notice immediately as you enter. There are indeed more people here. People drinking, as they did say before, that the bar is a little busier in the nighttime because they do get people coming to drink, and less so in the morning. And so you see that the premises are a little more full, though not packed nearly as full as La Belenda Lune is. This is a bit of a less frequented tavern, we'll say. A little more rundown. But the other thing that you notice is that Valerio is actually sitting by the fire on a little wooden stool and is just playing his lute for you as you enter.
Ooh.
All right, this is out of character and off topic, but we do at some point need to talk to this NPC over here, the like woman that's been here like the whole day.
They get angrier and angrier.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
know what's going on.
Yeah.
Same.
We could. I'm assuming she'll still be there in the morning, but
Forever. Just
Never
glued to the
leaving.
floor.
So as you make your way inside, what do you guys do? Kega goes right to the bar. What do you guys do?
We move as a group.
a full unit.
Yeah.
Are we gonna approach Valerio?
Man, I don't want to interrupt him.
We should all creepily sit at the table and stare.
Yeah, wait. There's 3 chairs.
He has to come to us. You know.
Exactly.
I
Yeah, we're
attract,
playing
not chase.
playing hard to get
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the meeting that we schedule.
So as you guys watch Valerio, he seems to be playing sort of for the crowd. He's the ambiance for the night. And he actually has like a little satchel that's opened in front of him. You can see a couple gold coins tossed into it.
Oh my god. Please, I could do this. This is maybe how we can get some money at some point.
Oh yeah.
Is he good? Is he good
How
at
much
music?
money is in the bag?
There's not a ton in the bag, purely because there aren't a ton of people here.
That's
fair enough.
But he is quite good.
Oh, cool. Happy for him.
I mean, in that case, look how much money he's got. And Dina, you could probably make a killing.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, he might be a little better than I am, but I could give it a shot. We do kind of need some money. I think if we all find little random ways to earn some stuff, it might help us just with expenses.
Agreed. We do
As-
need money.
As his song comes to a close, he stands and gives like a kind of half bow to the crowd, and you hear a smattering of applause from the people.
I applaud.
And then he kind of scoops up the little satchel that he's got splayed open. You see him quickly count the coins with his eyes, and then he tucks it away and makes his way over to you guys. And he leans
Hi.
against the table and says, well then, our scheduled meeting?
Yeah. By the way, you were amazing. That was really good.
Ah, well, thank you. You're very kind.
If I had any coins to give you, I'd give you one, but we're a bit low on money at the moment.
Oh, don't worry. A smile will do.
I smile.
No.
You know,
I thought
was
you said
good.
you were playing hard to get.
I crumbled. I crumbled.
I folded.
Immediately full.
And so he does you see him kind of glance around at the rest of the tavern. And then he says, perhaps few too many prying eyes here. You have somewhere more private.
Yeah. Don't worry. And I'll kind of. I don't know how to get Kagok. What is Kagok doing? Can we get his attention?
Yes, is your friend coming?
He should
Ke-
be, but he
Kegox
might.
is smiling at Abigail because this seems to be a new form of currency. A smile will do, so I smile.
Now I'm gonna send
You're all right. Is there something wrong? She's like looks behind her. Um, is there something on my face? Did I get flour on my nose again? She's like wiping her nose off.
And he's like, no. And he's just smiling under his trunk. Like, you see, like, just his cheeks kind of go up because his trunk and his tusks are in the way. So you see his cheeks go up a little bit.
Oh god.
She just like glances at Lily and just, what's happening?
Oh god, I'm dying.
Well, is there something you wanted? Are you hungry?
Yes, I am hungry.
All right. For anything in particular, did you want to order?
What will this get me? And he smiles a little bit more.
What will want? What? I'm sorry? Do you see her glance at Lily again? I'm a little confused.
A smile will do. I'm going to try to use persuasion.
As
A smile will do.
payment? Yeah, roll persuasion. As payment?
18, a smile will
Oh
do.
my god.
I'm convinced.
Well,
Yeah, I'm convinced.
I suppose. Well, it is nice to have people enjoy your meal.
He's just staring with this goofy smile.
God.
Flying.
And well,
He's so
you are already staying here on Camille's tab, so I don't see why it'd be an issue.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
New form of payment unlocked. Yes.
All right. Well, what would you like then?
Whatever it will get me. And he just nods and he turns around to the group and he gives a little thumbs up with his trunk like, yeah.
Well, like I said, it's Camille's coin. So, what do you want?
And he points to like some of the bread behind Lily, and then he points to like the bottle of whiskey or like another different bottle of whiskey.
All right. Coming right up then. She bustles off to get you some food.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
And
All right.
a moment later, brings you back some dishes and some whiskey.
Thank you again. And he gives a bigger smile. And he turns his head so you can see it a little bit more. He takes his drink and he takes his plate and he walks over to the group. I was not aware that a smile could earn one such riches.
Usually not. But, you must have a very charming smile, Kagax.
And he smiles genuinely.
Aww.
Oh,
Thank you.
Oh,
Look at that. That is. It's a
Yeah.
very charming smile.
that's a form of payment if I've ever seen one.
Also, a smile might not be accepted in most places, for material things, but what it can earn you is a friend, and there's no greater payment than that.
That is very true. You are very wise.
Oh, thank you. I've never been
Well-
told that I was wise before.
Well said. Speaking of, shall we? Just points upstairs.
We all ready to go?
neat.
Yeah.
All right.
Lead the way.
And we very nonchalantly walk upstairs.
Nonchalantly, as a group, walk
As a
upstairs.
group, it's
Where's
kind of like
King?
in the
It-
As he
prancing
comes back
pony
up.
in Lord of the Rings.
It
Yeah,
isn't. It
yeah.
isn't. It isn't in. You are allowed to go to your rooms upstairs.
Inconspicuously.
No,
Just
but
like
we're so cool about it though.
yawns really loudly, like,
Oh
oh,
man, I'm beat.
very beat. I'm so tired.
Yep,
Wow.
time to be hitting the old dusty trail.
I'm ready to sleep.
The dusty trail.
What?
So you guys, are you guys leading Valeria? Like he's just following you.
Yeah.
He's
Oh
not
yeah,
from
yeah.
her.
Here. Whoops.
So you're leading him to like your rooms or the attic?
Probably the
Um,
attic.
yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because in case there's other people staying, they might be able to hear us through the wall or something.
Very well. Then yeah, you lead him to the attic. And the
Camille.
sounds of people drinking and laughing is muffled as you make your way up the stairs and arrive back in the attic, where Camille is still hanging out alone. She's
Aw.
she's actually writing stuff down as you enter, and she turns to face you and goes, "Ah, you're back then. What's with the smiling? Did you learn something?"
I've learned a great many things. I grow wiser by the day. And he proudly just walks away.
All right, well, sit down then. I see you've brought a friend.
Yes. I mean, I'll let him introduce himself, but yeah. And I'll pull a barrel or like a crate or something. We are down a chair, so.
Yeah, you can find some stools and stuff around. But
Oh, wait, this is my chair. Wait, never mind.
you can sit wherever you want.
There's assigned seats at the
Yeah.
scheming table.
Teresa gets up to switch to her chair, and then it's just like, no, never mind.
Like, me, I like that chair better.
But yeah, if Kagax isn't gonna sit down, then he will.
Oh, is Kagar's not sitting down?
Yeah.
Alright,
Kagar's just
well,
like-
no use sitting on a. Oh. Oh.
Oh, okay.
All right, there we go.
He sits down and introduces himself, and he says, "Valerio Santalaria, at your service. I ran into your friends here." He's addressing Camille. "I ran into your friends here outside of the shipping warehouse down by the docks, and it seemed like our intentions aligned, if you will, and so they proposed that we work together, and I concur." Camille kind of like looks at you guys, as if to verify what he's saying.
I'll message her and be like, yeah, we think he's cool. You know, I don't know about completely trustworthy, but we're not really trustworthy either. We are committing a crime, so.
She echoes back into your head through the response. Well, what have and haven't you told him? Does he know about the heist?
Not in full, but he knows that we're kind of planning something, but we didn't really share any of the major details, just that we were going for the vault.
All right, very well. And then she looks back at Valeria and goes, "All right, well, then it would appear that our intentions do align. So, what's the proposal here?" She looks at you guys as well.
What is our proposal, guys? don't think we-
Together?
Mm.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying. If I remember correctly, he. What was it? What does he want again?
He didn't
Please.
say.
Allow me.
Oh, great. Thank you.
I need access to the shipping warehouse in relation to a job that I'm on by a very important person, and I need a ledger out of the head office at the warehouse. That's all. I just need the ledger. And well, it's locked down rather tight, those premises, so I thought that could work together for the time being. And you clearly need something out of there. I need something out of there.
Wait, what was it that we needed out of the shipping thing? Anything in like particular?
No.
Or
You guys
just
didn't
like
say anything
I-
in particular. You guys allowed to go in.
I intended to offer services to move heavy things in order to gain us some coin.
Well, good luck, friend. I did try that first before I snuck in. I asked around about working for the company, and it's not a good time for that. They're not hiring.
Is there a reason why they're not hiring, or just in general?
Well, that would be a question for the man who runs the company.
I will still try.
You know, maybe they just haven't had the right candidate. And King Gox is very strong, so I doubt anybody has, applied. But that's
Well, far be it from me to stop you. If you think you can do it better than me, which you probably can, feel free. But I'm just telling you my experience with it, that's all.
I mean, regardless, it might be really useful for us to get in there. And she'll kind of look at Flair and be like, "And if we help you with this, would you, help us with something else?"
Well, it depends on what you need. If I can be of service, then I'm happy to.
All right.
Cerise's gonna lean in because I don't think she can do the whole message thing, and she's gonna be like,
Yeah, do we, guys, do we tell him what we're gonna do?
Very smooth.
Yeah.
I do think that if Anthena can hear you,
I would like.
then he can definitely.
Okay, definitely. Yeah.
I try to like cover my mouth, like,
Yeah, like that thing whenever you talk. Yeah. If she sees you doing that, I can start a message to you then. And I'll just relate to everybody. But I mean, the first part he's definitely gonna hear.
I mean, he just kind of like has his hands folded in front of his face and is just kind of leaning on his elbows, just bemused.
I mean, I don't think he's gonna turn us in or anything, because he's not really doing something legal either. So, I mean,
we know he's gonna, try to get a ledger, so he can't really, turn us in, because if he tries to do that, we can turn him in.
we can turn him in. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
And it's less like, I think it'd be helpful to have another ally that can just help us with various things. Just in terms of the whole vault situation. Plus, we might find something interesting in the shipping area that will help us with the heist. So I think it's a worthwhile thing, but I don't want to do anything that you guys aren't sure about.
Well, why don't we ask, what he's good at?
Oh, that's a good idea. And I'll lean forward and be like, so, what are your skills? What can you do that might help in some thing like this?
Well, again, I'm not entirely sure what you guys would want me to do, but I can play the lute and a couple other instruments as well, though that's not particularly impressive for what I imagine you want me to do. I dabble in magic here and there, and well, I can talk my way out of anything.
Can you
I'll
talk
message
your way
everybody again.
into something?
Good question.
Well, I am not the most subtle when it comes to dexterous stealth and cat burglary, but I can play any character you want me to.
I'll message everybody. I mean, this seems kind of useful, maybe just for our whole kind of scouting out situation. I think it'd be nice to have somebody who can kind of help us get into situations.
He might be able to get us into the bank
Yeah.
by posing as a customer.
Oh yeah, and like okay, so he's like the rich person that's coming to like put his money in there, and then we're like his advisors or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
His accountants. We're accountants.
Accountant.
But I don't think we should all go in, because
No, because we'll need kind of like
an impression.
yeah. We haven't really yeah. We
Leah
also need to
has
see the
that
layout.
disguise, the mustache.
And it's full.
This is true.
Sure.
I do have my foolproof mustache.
No one will know.
No one will know.
It
And
fooled me.
Cerisa, I think Cerisa can do a thing where she can disguise herself. Hold up.
I don't have disguise self yet, but perhaps if I gain new abilities from leveling up at some point,
Perhaps if I level up.
maybe I will maybe be able to do it.
Yeah.
Cerisa's got disguise self, so
Yeah. So yeah, I think that'd be helpful. We haven't really started planning the actual heist part yet because we need to take a look at this thing.
Yeah,
but
we need more
yeah.
information.
We also
right?
need more allies.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we got one here if we all agree to it.
I think we should be forthcoming with what we intend to do. It will be rather
Yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah. What all did we tell him when we first met him? I know we didn't say everything, but
No, we didn't tell him a whole lot from what I.
yeah.
that
But
we-
because we were like, well, if you tell us what you're doing, then we'll tell you. But I don't know if we said anything. I don't know what exactly we said, but I don't think it was the whole thing.
I don't think it was the whole thing, unless Rand. Do you remember what we told him?
You didn't lay out your heist. You just kind of told him that you also wanted to get into the shipping warehouse because it aligned with something that you were trying to do elsewhere. You didn't go into too much detail at all, but he also didn't go into too much detail either. So
Yeah.
If we get him this ledger from the shipping warehouse, then he will be more inclined to assist us. A favor for a favor.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Exactly. Yeah. And you can never have too many favors. So
So if we can get into the shipping warehouse, I will offer myself as a worker, but I might need more than just my physical form in order to get in there. Someone may have to speak praises of me.
ooh. Oh, you need like a reference.
Or
He leans into Cerisa. What is a reference? No, he leans into Valeria. What is a reference?
something that well, I don't think it's important right now. Is it? He looks at the rest of you.
Probably not. Kgox, we can explain it later. It's just it's something with jobs. You have to have. Sometimes people want to hear other people talk good things about you, so that they know that you're trustworthy.
Ah, indeed. Someone to speak of your great epics and your great deeds. I understand.
Yeah. All right, so I think we'll probably need to go and. Ugh. I worry about showing our face too much at the shipping warehouse because they might start to get suspicious. But we also need to figure out a way to get in there.
I will add, I didn't say that we had to do my half first.
Oh,
Ooh. Ooh, this changes some things.
yeah. I mean that would solve some problems. And I'll just
As
like.
for myself, I'm going to be here for some time. I can't leave town until I get this ledger, so he just kind of trails off. But he did stress the word "can't" a little bit there. Pick up and think.
Interesting. I'll ask about that later.
Cerise is
All
gonna
right.
lift her hand up to her mouth because she wants to ask the team something.
It's just a signal now.
Yeah. The signal. The
Makes a
signal.
little like telephone signal.
Yeah.
With the
Ring,
finger,
Ring,
the
ring, ring,
finger
hello.
and thumb.
All right, message.
Do we just tell him what we're gonna do at this
Yeah.
point? Do we
Listen,
just-
I've kind of been down to tell him from the beginning, but I didn't. I'm kind of a bit hasty with things, so yeah, I think we should.
Well, no, we needed to see if
We are planning to break into the bank.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks, Jagox.
He looks
Thank
he
you,
looks a little
Kegos.
stunned for like a moment. And then he kind of like he chuckles and goes, "You mean Evermore?"
If that is the bank, then yes.
yeah.
You see him sort of glance over at Camille, and Camille nods resolutely. And then he looks back at you guys and he says, "I don't know if I've heard of anyone breaking into Evermore. Or perhaps I should amend that. I don't know if I've ever heard anyone surviving breaking into Evermore.
Oh, that's reassuring, guys.
But
Well,
you
I
are
mean-
ambitious, and I can't hate you for that." He grins.
Just because it hasn't been done before doesn't mean it can't be done ever.
That is true.
Success is based on effort, and we intend to put as much effort into this as possible.
Well, wait. I have a question. So you're saying that people have attempted to break in and nobody's survived?
I mean, I've heard of attempts, yes. He looks at Camille, and Camille just kind of nods a little bit. I've heard of attempts to rob the bank, and well, never heard anyone come back from it. Not sure what happened to them, but you know, it's a high security bank.
Cerise looks uncomfortable.
Doesn't mean it's impossible, though. Just means the right people haven't tried it. Yes.
Worry not. My battle sisters and I can do this.
I will say, careful about confidence. Bad things happen when a fella thinks he has a sure thing.
That's right, Kagox. Fortune may favor the bold, but caution is also key. And I don't want to die.
Well, I agree with you there.
But we do have things that we need to get out of the bank. I, for one, will have a certain thing I want to get for my Lady Deetra, after all.
As you guys look at Valerio, he's kind of like lost in thought a little bit. And he says, well, I'd be prepared to, even after you help me, stay in town a little longer if you need my aid for that. I could trails off and stares at the table, the wood crane, for a moment. See him kind of tap his thumb against the table. I could use the money.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. You know, we could use money to kind of already hitting the part where we need it like now. But you know, there's apparently plenty of money to be had in the vault, so that's where you'll find it.
Well, I won't ask for the lion's share or anything like that, but if you could cut me in for my services, I'd greatly appreciate that.
I mean,
I'll kind of look at everybody, be like, I think that's fair.
I
He
only
can have-
require one thing. He can have my entire share.
He can have mine as well.
And they don't. Can I have yours?
I'll think about it. If you play me a nice song, possibly.
Of course.
I mean, the goal is to empty out the vault as much as we can, and I'll look at Camille. Isn't that right?
Camille nods. That is right. We're going to take as much as we can carry. So I don't see why we couldn't cut you in for a share. So long as everyone else is in agreement. She looks at you guys.
Yeah. I. All those in favor say aye.
Camille raises her hand.
Leah raises her hand as well.
Egox
Anthony
raises
doesn't
his
have-
hand and smiles.
And Theta raises her hand.
Cereza
smiles.
crosses her arms. She's like, I'm all fine and dandy with the idea as long as the thing I'm after isn't a part of that share.
Well, I'm not certain what you're after, but believe me, I only need coin.
All right, if it's only coin then. And then Cereza will raise her hand.
Camille looks at Valerio and says, all right then, Valerio Santalaria. Suppose you're in. And Valerio nods and says, very well, that I am. What are the plans for tomorrow then? Looks at you guys.
Just so I have this right, we're gonna go to the to Candle Tree, and then were we gonna try to look at
Guys-
the bank?
You guys
Um,
listed that you wanted to go to Candle Tree, you wanted to go to the church, and you wanted to look more in Merchants Round because you were curious about some things you heard about some of the shops there. You wanted to talk
Oh.
with the magic shop owner, Rembrandt. You wanted to visit the tea shop because you'd heard about a strange person there. There's quite a few things that you wanted to do there.
Man, we gotta
Oh,
pick-
and then we also have to break into someone's house. That's
This
an
is true. We also
It's
have
a
to do
nighttime
that.
activity. You have to
Yeah,
do that
yeah.
at night.
Yeah, we do
Yeah,
that
you
at
said you wanted to do that tomorrow night. It doesn't have to be tomorrow night, but you did say that was your plan.
we gotta pick up the
It'd be a
bread
night
pie.
practice run.
We had
We have to work on breaking into things.
You wanted to pick
True.
up bread, and you were
Right.
considering buying a
This is
rope
true,
cobra.
bread.
But wait,
Right.
we're
Oh, the
broke.
rope cobra.
But we're broke. We don't have.
No.
Well, do you say that alone?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Camille kind of like, kind of scrapes her nail against the wood of the table a little bit and says, "But I do have some emergency funds. That's what I'm using to, well, house you all here. But there is a little bit of spare if you do need it. If it's for the heist, you got to spend money to make it."
I mean, yeah, that's true. But I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't want us to use your money, especially if it's allowing us to stay here.
Well, this is what it was for. After this heist, if we can pull it off, I won't need a bit of gold. I'll have it all. So if it'll help us succeed in the heist, then I'm willing to spend it. 15 gold each, would that do? At least for today.
How much was the rope snake? This is very important. It's for the heist, guys.
It was
I
definitely
believe
less
five.
than 15. It
Is
was only
I
like
think it
five.
was.
Is it
I think it was
important?
like 5.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
it
the
was like
rope
5 or
snake-
something close to that.
It will help with the heist. I'm fully sure of it. I feel like it
I
can
am
help us,
pretty
like, yeah, break into
What if the
things.
rope snake ends up like cinching it for us? Because I could see that
Ooh.
happening.
It's the make or break rope snake.
Yep.
Dude, let's go. Rob snake. Yes.
Camille then stands and makes her way over to the corner where she digs around in a chest. You see her actually like pull a bunch of stuff out. She pulls out a bunch of old clothing, moves a bunch of things that were stacked into the crate, and then eventually she begins to pull it all back in and tidy all that up again, and then closes the crate and then makes her way back over and hands each of you 15 gold.
Nice.
Aw.
We have money for the first time.
Valerio,
Money.
Valerio waves his hand and turns it down.
Aw.
A smile has given me gold.
See, it's already working. I'll turn to Camille and I'll be like, Thank you very much for sharing with us. We'll put it to good use, I promise."
I trust that you will. Is that then all for tonight? I have something I need to take care of.
I think so. Although, hey, did we get an extra almond sweet roll for Camille, or did we
I'm
eat all
sure
of
there's
them?
there for.
I think we meant to,
Probably
but I think
something.
also we've been
Yeah.
eating them.
I give her mine. I give her mine.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
for me. Well, thank you. I do like. Is this from Fer de Lavenois?
It is where the little one named Sprout is. Yes.
I do like their bread. Thank you. She smiles at you.
Mm.
Kind of nibbles at it. But
Aw.
again, was that all for tonight then? Are we all caught up?
I think so. Unless anybody has anything else.
Wait, did we actually tell Valerio our plans for tomorrow, or did we just like talk?
I just assume that you
Yeah,
caught everybody
yeah,
up on the day during that little thing
yeah.
there.
Ah, okay, cool.
I don't want you to have to repeat everything that you learned that day. You just, whenever you visit Camille, you'll have caught anybody who's in the gang up.
So first we went to go buy bread, and then
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly.
We made sure to. I made sure to tell you guys about the thing I heard, right? About the golem.
about the statues.
Yeah, the golem issue or whatever they were having. Like one of them's on the fritz.
Oh yeah, I think you did say
Yeah,
that.
when you
told us
guys
about
gathered back up again near the fountain, you guys
Yeah.
discussed it. So you catch everybody else up about that, and just basically every night you can catch Camille up on what's going on. She can add her 2 cents, but if that's all, then well, you can turn in for the night.
that. All right. Yeah, it has been a long day. I wouldn't mind some rest.
Yeah, my feet hurt.
We did do a lot of walking. Like that was like a lot. Like if only there was a way to count our steps or something.
I wonder if my shoes will survive the rest of this. Well, everything that we're doing.
What type of shoes does Leah have?
Yeah, it's just like flats on.
Oh, you need to get yourself some Doc Martens.
Kegox looks down at his,
Just
his
Doc
bare
Marten
elephant
exists.
feet.
Oh, this. I wonder, could Kegox wear shoes? Like, would they fit?
I mean, if they were custom made for him.
Yeah, they would have to, they probably have to be custom made.
He has to put buckets on. Like that's the only thing that'll fit.
Little
Oh my God.
bucket. Paint them up like Converse. You just
Yeah, exactly.
As you, if there's nothing else you guys want to do up here, then you can make your way back down in long rest.
Yeah.
I have one silly last thing I want to do.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, oh
Can
no.
Yeah, can I look at this thing again? The
Can I
shiny-
give Cerise the help action?
Yeah, you can come over and look at it with her.
Hmm.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for at all, or just looking at it?
Is there anything I can do? Like, can I? Because last time I tried to figure out what it was, I like rolled poopy. So can I like make another attempt?
Yeah. Again, it'll be a hard one, but you can make a Arcana roll.
Okay, I'm gonna.
You can roll it with advantage since Santhina's helping her.
Can I also use guidance on myself?
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna rub
So
my
just-
hands together.
Yeah, make the roll first, and then roll it again for advantage, and then roll a d4 and add that to whatever the higher number is.
Okay, so for guidance, it's the triangle one, the D4, right?
It's a little pyramid, yeah.
Yeah, pyramid. So I roll that first.
Just do the normal roll first, because it's got to be an
okay.
advantage roll. So just roll your Arcana.
How do I roll for advantage again? I'm sorry.
You can just click it twice to roll it twice, and then we just
Oh.
pick the highest number. But you can like right click and check advantage, but it doesn't really matter because you can just click it twice. so-
Oh, okay. I did the advantage thing. That's fancy. Bye-bye. Did it do it? I don't think I
Ooh.
did it right.
I don't know that it displayed in there, but just roll one more time.
Okay.
We'll use which ones pop up in the roll
And
20.
then
All right,
guidance.
so the higher one's an 18, and then roll your d4. So it'd be a 20.
Let's go.
So yeah, you spend some time as the others kind of head down to their rooms to settle in for the night. You and Anthena sort of check this thing out. You kind of like you move it around a little bit and kind of turn some of the interlocking rings. It is a really complex, almost like obtusely so, to the point where it doesn't seem like it serves any function at all. But with your 20 in Arcana, there's some sort of like pulsing energy at the very center of this thing, that little almost like glass globe that is just like glowing with that purple light. It is holding something really, really powerful inside it.
Ooh.
The interlocking rings and this extremely complex mechanism are sort of trapping something really powerful inside.
Ooh.
Mm.
Does it still require that, like, what was it, a teardrop shaped key or something?
Yeah, there is indeed a keyhole that requires a teardrop shaped key.
Try and do it. That'll work.
And we lockpick the thing.
You can try.
Just start violently
I
crying.
don't have thieves'
Yeah,
tools,
lock-
so it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
We don't
So
have a
you can-
rogue in the heist party.
It's true, we
It's
don't.
fun.
That's
It's
what makes
fun.
it more fun, though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Hmm. I'm gonna turn to Athena and point at the thing and say, "You see this?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I think my Lady Dietrich would love it. Hee hee.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it looks, quite complex, and I don't know. It's probably important if you can figure out how to make it work.
Hmm.
You probably need to
Whatever.
find that little key, though.
Yeah. So I'll be keeping my eye out, and I also call dibs.
And I pat the thing.
You pat the metal thing or the thing in the
Yeah.
center?
Touch that thing in the center. I want to know what that means.
Touch the center. Touch the
And
center.
I just touch one of like the metal rings when I say I call
Dibs.
You feel like just like as you pat it, there is like a kind of tingling to your fingers. Like it's definitely something magical about this artifact. That's for sure.
Ugh.
Like one of those like orbs, that has like the electricity going through them.
Listen, was
It's
Tesla
not
counting?
electricity. It's just kind of like it's the sizzle of magic. It's the there's definitely something going on with it. Courses through the entire thing, not just the thing at the center.
Funky.
Ooh. Whatever it is, I call double dibs.
Anthena like puts her hands up. She's like, "Hey, listen. Yeah, you've called dibs. I will honor the dibs."
Good. This will surely impress her.
You might need some help carrying it though. It's kind of big.
How big is this thing, Gran?
The thing at the center is about the size of like a grapefruit. But the rings themselves are much larger. It's about the size of like your average globe, but it has this big like metal stand that kind of makes it sit on the ground at about sort of belly button height.
Hmm. Maybe I know.
It's always very.
Oh.
You probably don't need the rings on the outside. It looks like the thing inside is what's providing the power. But what kind of power? I don't know. Does anybody have detect magic?
I think I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Teresa
Do you
I
have spell
also
slots
have
left?
detect.
Okay, because if we're
check
about to
this one.
rest, we can kind of use it on something
Dude,
like
yeah, I'll
this.
use it. I'll cast detect magic.
Yeah, if you're about to long rest, burn all your spell slots.
Oh,
Yeah.
cast it.
I
The
have
way you said that makes me
identify,
suspicious.
because I have identify.
Ooh!
I think we have a new side quest, guys.
We don't need that.
You don't need that. You guys don't want me to identify the thing? Okay,
We don't
that's
need that. We'll figure it out.
I mean,
yeah.
yeah. We'll just make up assumptions about it and just
More
hope
fun
that
if
they're
it's a
right.
mystery. Yeah, you're detecting magic.
Yeah. I cast that.
There's a lot of different magic going on here.
Hmm.
Oh. Can Anthena also see this, or is it just me?
It would just be you.
Yeah, I don't have
But you
detect
can
magic.
you can you
Ah.
can be what if you want to explain out loud what you're seeing, then
Yeah.
you can just say that you're doing that, and then Athena can listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll relay.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Of course. So it's got a lot of magic going on with it? Whoa.
Yeah, it's very complex, and there's conjuration magic, but a very like specific kind of conjuration magic,
Ooh.
and it'd be a kind that you probably wouldn't be familiar with. It'd be something that there's something there it's definitely conjuration, but it doesn't look like the typical I summon a tiny rat type thing, you know? It's not like a magician's trick. There's something weird about this conjuration magic, something that you don't quite understand. But there's also evocation, and I'll say because you're using detect magic and because you got that 20 on the arcana, we'll kind of combine those together. It's not just evocation magic, it's specifically elemental magic.
Ooh.
Ooh. Interesting.
Triple dips.
Is that even possible?
It is now.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Dang. Whatever that grape-sized little doohickey thing is, that's... Wait, will Liam be able to identify it? We don't have to do it like tonight. Maybe it could be a...
We're spending so much time on this orb.
Dude,
Just
This is gonna
identify
help
it
us.
if you want.
I'm convinced.
bro. I'm
Do you
just
guys
the
want me
secret.
to?
Leah can cast identify.
I can cast identify. I can just tell you.
But
Do you want to know?
But they would ruin the mystery, wouldn't it?
right, we gotta wait
true.
till
No, I don't
next
think.
night.
I don't think it would ruin the mystery. I
No,
don't.
you can do it.
Oh.
You can do what you want. You don't have to do it tonight, though. You can leave it at that for tonight.
Yeah,
When
we
it
gotta
gets
we gotta
more.
save
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Let's leave the mystery lingering. We're all gonna imagine what this orb
Yeah.
actually is, and then
You just have the knowledge in your. You can
the
identify
last
it.
session of the campaign, we cast
Yep.
identify, and we learn.
Yep. Finally, after all these years.
We finally figured it out. No, we can wait till like, cause we can say everybody went to bed already except like us two, right? We can be like, we'll figure it out tomorrow.
Where is Valerius?
Wherever you
On the
want to.
floor, maybe
Yeah, on the fucking floor.
in the hallway.
Get on a
with
rug.
Gagox.
Yeah. Get on the rug, loser.
I don't remember where you
No,
guys
don't.
claimed rooms, but there are enough beds technically for him.
Yeah, and they have been cleaned by my unseen servant, by the way.
True.
Has your unseen servant just been like doing shit this whole time?
No, it like disappears when I get too far from it. So
I should.
it
know
was only
that.
when
I
we were
literally-
here originally.
I see.
Oh, could our unseen servants be friends?
Well, I used to have it. Other character. I don't have it now.
Oh, gotcha.
Your unseen servant can be friends with my floating disc, though.
Cool. All right.
Our
Alright,
mage hands, so
so you each make your way into whichever room you want. Okay, guys, I don't know what you're doing.
sleeping in the
It's in the
hallway,
hallway.
apparently.
Kegox
Oh.
goes back to his bedroll in the hallway.
All right. Well, if you don't mind, then I'll just take the room then. All right.
The
And
lack of an
silence.
answer is really funny.
I also like that Kegox's character token is just like full, like straight on staring. So if he's silent, I just like I feel like I'm looking at him.
He's just there.
He is looking.
Yeah. So you each kind of settle in to your places in the inn rooms of the Tipsy Quipper, and manage to get some sleep.
Yay!
Yay.
Camille noticeably absent because she left.
What you doing,
But
guys?
you guys can each click long rest on
Ooh.
your character sheets to long rest. Let's just take a quick 1 minute break. I'm just gonna go get more water.
Okay.
Wait.
Boss is
BRB, you
gone.
guys can keep talking if you're not leaving, but I'm just gonna mute myself.
Okay.
But the stream won't be muted, so.
Oh, there it is.
And Thina and Leah stay up telling bedtime stories.
Yes. Oh my god. Okay,
Aw.
what are they talking about?
Well, and
This is very-
we invite Sarisa over, obviously.
Yes,
It's
Sarisa,
full, it's full
join
girl
us.
sleepover.
Girls'
Oh my god,
night.
your girl sleepover!
Yes. Here,
Yes.
let me unrotate myself. Hold on. Tell stories, you know. The huge.
I did say that I'd play a song, so
Oh, this is true.
yeah.
Leah
I-
goes
not-
into
I-
immense detail about bones for 5
Oh.
hours.
5 hours. Wow.
She's like, and this bone is this, and this bone does this. And did you
And
know
Dina's
the
trying-
person has this bone?
And Thina's trying so hard to stay awake and listen, but it's making her fall asleep.
Yeah. Leah pulls like 5,000 pages of notes out of somewhere. We're like, oh my
Somewhere.
god.
Dude,
It's just,
and
like,
Cerise's
out
just
of
looking
thin air.
concerned.
She's
like,
got
what
hammer
the-
space, but just for
Yeah,
bones.
she's
notes.
got hammer space for bone facts. And also fish facts. She knows a lot of fish facts.
Ooh, that's fun.
Fish facts.
I didn't know that
Yeah.
about her. Is that just
Yeah.
because you know fish facts?
Actual. Her love for facts came from fish facts.
Okay, so canon fish facts.
Yeah,
And
canon
you
fish
you
facts.
being obsessed with fishing recently is not impacted by
It
that.
has nothing to do with
Hey,
Or
there's
does
nothing
it?
wrong- There's nothing wrong with a healthy obsession.
Ooh, I don't know, man. 90 levels in less than a week.
All right.
That's crazy.
Dude.
I'm back. If we're all here, keep going. Missing anybody?
The girls had a sleepover.
Yeah, the girls are sleeping over.
Everybody's here, right?
I think
I
so.
believe so.
Yes.
Jotun? Oh,
perfect.
hey, there he is.
All right. So you each awake in the morning, and as you awake in the morning, you gather up your things, change into your clothing if you want. You can wear the same
You
outfit
want?
like a cartoon character if you don't.
Oh.
If you don't want to change.
I'm
your clothes.
getting into a different. Changing my disguise.
And sort of gather up your things ready for the day.
Cerisa tries to sleep in.
Anthina's up bright and early.
No,
Alright.
wait.
Leah is also awake.
Nope.
We
Oh,
put the two
Cerisa's
early risers in the same
thing.
room. That was a good idea.
Oh, at some point in time, Camille got into Cerisa's room.
Oh,
Mhm.
where did
Oh.
she go last
Oh,
night? I
where is
gotta know.
We should see if
Jeez.
Kgox is. Kgox.
Oh yeah. What time did she come in? What's she
yeah,
doing?
yeah. Were we awake? Were we having our girl sleepover when she came in?
Hmm.
Would we know? Would we notice?
No.
Would Kagox have noticed in the
Oh, that's
night or
true.
no?
It
Too
depends
long.
on depends on how deep of a sleep you think you're in. If you think that you're a deep sleeper, then no. But if not, then you can make a perception roll.
I don't think he's a very deep sleeper.
Okay.
But I mean, if you want to go just like based off of his like passive perception, it was a 10. Is his passive perception? Because he wasn't like he didn't need to keep watch, but he's also not like a super deep sleeper.
All right. Then yeah, we will say you did not notice.
Okay.
Did he just teleport back into the room? Who knows?
Well, with a 10 in passive
Who
perception,
knows?
you can get a lot done.
Fascinating. I'll have to ask her
Is
about it.
Kagox awake? Is he
No,
sleeping in the hallway?
he's sleeping in the hallway.
Oh boy. Leah will go attempt.
I'll go try to wake Sarisa up, but trying to. Well, I guess I wouldn't know that Camille's in there, so I'll be
Yeah.
loud about coming in the door.
Yeah.
Me, 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 me.
Hello.
Mm.
So kind of like tug on your blanket a little bit.
No.
Roll over.
Ah, Sarisa, please. We have a lot to do today. Don't you want to go get more bread? I mean, we kind of need to go get more bread, so. Okay.
5 more minutes already.
Okay, alright. I can give you 5 more minutes. I'll go out.
5 more minutes already.
Did she enchant you into giving you 5 more minutes? Or giving her 5 more minutes?
It's
All
just 5
right.
more minutes. It's only gonna be 5 more minutes.
Nope. We've got things to do.
She said 5
Sarisa,
more minutes.
get out of bed.
Oh.
Sarisa, I know you're tired, but we have things we have to do today. 5 minutes of now means 5 less minutes we get
Is-
later to make money or do things.
Is Sarisa not waking up?
5 more minutes
She's
already.
We will
awake,
try
but-
to pull Sarisa out of bed.
Kagox peeks his head into the room,
I
raises his
peek like
trunk.
under him, like full like.
He raises his trunk and makes a big loud.
Ooh, I mean, well, that's the way to do it.
Oh yeah, that'll do.
Have like a wake up call.
Camille's definitely awake.
Sorry, Camille. We didn't know you were in here.
Well, you lot are walking around in the day, but I've got to lay low here, so it's all right if I sleep in, yeah?
Oh, of course. Yeah. Sorry for waking you up.
It's all right.
Apologies, Camille. Sarisa, get out of bed.
I will
Don't you have
carry
to
you if
see
need
that
be.
that snake seller by what noon or such?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Sarisa's gonna grab Leah's hand.
Leah will walk Sarisa out the door very slowly.
Very slowly. Do we need to
Yeah.
get coffee again, guys? Oh.
I think it might be good for Sarisa to have a
Coffee?
little bit of a pick.
I
Maybe
don't
not
know,
Kagox.
maybe
though.
not. I mean, if you
Kagox
want
just
it,
seem well
know.
energized. Yay.
I have money now. I can afford coffee.
True, but
It's
perhaps
true.
we could find you something without caffeine in it.
Oh god, please don't give Kagox any coffee.
Ah, see, Kagox, Sarisa doesn't wish it, so maybe a nice glass of water or something.
I don't want to run around again.
It's okay, Sarisa. We won't be running around.
I will
There's
tell them
places
to get us coffee, and he.
All right.
Well, looks
Listen,
like
I
we're
mean-
gonna be running around again.
Yep, we're gonna be
I feel like
sprinting.
an energized Kagox is a good thing for our purposes, you know.
This is true.
Remember, we've also kind of got and she'll like drop her voice. You know, we have to break in somewhere tonight, so it's good to have energy.
But an influx of energy when breaking into places may actually be detrimental because you may accidentally make some sort of noise or break something on accident. You know, it's actually not that good to be super hopped up before you break in somewhere. You have to
You
have
do
a
know that I
calm
can
head.
hear you, and he wiggles his ears.
But we were whispering.
We were whispering.
So you guys make your way down the stairs to the
Oh my-
the tavern floor of the Quipper.
Dude, guys, she's
Uh,
still there. She's still
Oh my
there.
God,
We
she's
gotta talk
stopped
to her.
over.
Most of
She's
the
looked in the chair.
most of the patrons are gone now, as it's no longer kind of prime hours at the tavern, and you can smell some food cooking, as well as some coffee already. Abigail's already got a kettle boiling, and so you make your way over to the bar and get some food in you. Order some coffee if you want.
Coffee.
Camila is covering your food and drink while you're staying here, so
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Kagok doesn't know that. He
Thanks,
doesn't
Camille.
know.
Camille.
within
Putting
reason.
Sarisa on this chair.
Mm.
There you go, Sarisa.
And
Take a little
pop.
rest. Okay, she's sleeping at the counter. Oh,
no.
boy.
Oh.
I mean,
Good thing you didn't put her in front of the fire. She could have.
I know, right? Her hair might have got fire. That would have been
Yeah.
quite a tragedy.
No, not good. So, and I'll kind of point over at the woman over there. I'll be like, I mean, it seems kind of interesting that she's been here like every single morning and every single evening. Do you think I should go talk to her?
Perhaps she's interested in the place.
Maybe.
I mean, there have been times in my past where I've spent multiple days in the same location conducting research.
Oh, you think she's a scientist?
She very well could.
Hmm.
Suspicious. But I don't know. She looks to be a bit more of the rough around the edges type.
Does she still look angry?
She does look rather grumpy.
Oh. Oh well. All right. I'll
Oh,
wait
well.
I'll wait till coffee is served, and then I'll take my like cup, and I'll bring it over to her.
Perhaps a smile would work.
I'm gonna give it a shot. You know. Yeah. Sometimes all people need is just a friendly face.
Mm.
Cerise.
You have the friendliest face that I've seen. Yeah.
Thank you. That's really kind. You know, thank you very much. I've been told I have a warm personality, but you know, not always in the best way.
Whatever do you mean? Is it possible for that to be said in a negative context?
I don't know. Some people just didn't really like how energetic I was. But it's maybe just because they were hungover, so you know.
Ah, yes. Alcohol, the thing that makes you pissed off at everyone. I believe that you are quite a nice face and a great personality as well.
Well, thank you very much. I feel the exact same way about you.
Surprising, but I appreciate it.
Why is that surprising?
Well, I have a tendency to talk too much about bones, and I feel that sets people off sometimes.
Oh, well, no, I
What?
don't
Is there a problem, Athena?
No, I'm fine with the bone talk. It's just for some people, I guess it could be like, you know, if you don't really like thinking about death and, you know, like skeletons and all that kind of stuff, maybe that's more why they're a little uneasy about it. Not so much the fact that you enjoy talking about it.
Sad. They're so interesting.
Oh,
Oh well.
yeah, I'm sure. But you know, if you like studied flowers or something, then you know, I don't think people would feel that way. But you don't have to change what you study. It's very interesting. It's probably not personal.
I suppose everyone has their own discipline.
Yeah, exactly.
Just kind of
And
close this.
speaking of, I'm gonna go talk to the grumpy woman.
We believe in you, Anthena.
I will crack her. I have high charisma, I think.
Are you sure?
I don't know. It doesn't work so well. If I have high charisma if I roll well, but if I roll bad, then it doesn't work.
I see.
Yeah. So I mean, you guys can do whatever you want, but I'll like take a cup of coffee over to her, or like sit down and across from her, and offer her the coffee.
All right. Yeah, you sit down across from the woman, who make an investigation quick,
Oh. Okay.
or history, whichever's higher, but they might be comparable. All right.
Oh,
that's
I might.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
It strikes you as you sit down that she's wearing a uniform.
Ooh.
It's not just like kind of casual clothing that she's picked out herself. She seems to be wearing a uniform. And you kind of think back for a moment, and you swear you've seen the uniform before, but it just doesn't quite come to you. And she looks up as you sit down, and then just kind of quietly just says, "Oh, did you need something?"
Well, I was just actually coming to offer you this, a cup of delicious coffee. I saw you were looking kind of, I don't know. It's pretty early in the morning, and I thought you might enjoy it. So it's on the house and everything. I paid for it, obviously.
Oh, thanks. I suppose. She takes the coffee.
Yeah, well, me and my friends, we just kind of started staying here for a bit, and I've just seen you in here a couple times, and I was just wondering what your name was, and I don't know what your business here was.
Oh, me, I'm Rosalie.
Oh, very nice to meet you. My name's Anthena.
Well, it's nice to meet you as well.
What drew you to the Tipsy Quipper?
Oh, well, it's just, it's a place to stay, right? It's not very expensive.
Yeah. For sure, yeah.
I thought I'd have left town by now, but kind of trails off.
Oh, are you not from here? I'm not from here either, so.
No, not from here. I was just supposed to be passing right through.
Did something get in the way of that?
She nods.
Huh. I mean, if you wouldn't mind telling me about it, I wonder if maybe we could help you out.
Well, I don't know if there's anything that anyone can do. Tried several times across the past few days and no luck, so I'm not really sure you can help, but I suppose it can't hurt. I'm a letter runner, you see. A courier. You've probably seen the uniform before.
Okay, yeah, I thought I recognized it, but I couldn't quite place it.
I carry parcels and letters and all sorts of things across the continent. I had a whole shipment, a sack full of letters that I was supposed to be picking up, but they've confused the addresses. And now, the shipment that I'm supposed to be taking all the way to Holy Ann are locked up tight in a warehouse that doesn't even want them.
Oh. Oh, that does sound very frustrating. Which warehouse?
It's Gaunt Shipping and Handling.
Ah. I've heard of it. Wow.
I tried just asking nicely. I explained that there was just a mix-up on the addresses. They would deliver the shipment that I was supposed to get, and that all they needed to do was just hand it off to me, and I could be on my way. But they insisted that there was no error, that there must have been a mistake on my part, that they weren't just going to let me wander around the warehouse to steal whatever I wanted. I'm not here to steal anything.
Yeah,
I just want my parcel.
they're really big sticklers. They like don't, you know, they don't really let anything slide over there. It's actually kind of weird. It's like, what are you hiding in there? But anyway, as it just so happens, a friend of mine is working on getting a job in there, just kind of helping with, you know, like manpower kind of thing. So I wonder if maybe there's any way that we could try and help you out. I can't make any promises, obviously, but you know, if all things go according to plan, then we could maybe see if we can get that package out for you.
Well, I suppose if you're able, I'd be grateful.
Yeah, of course.
I've not much to pay you for your troubles, though.
Oh, that's all right. We don't really. I wouldn't ask payment of you. Just you know, just to help you. Obviously, you know, it's a frustrating situation, and it sucks to be trapped in a place that you know you really want to leave. So, yeah, it'll be my pleasure to help you out.
Well, thank you. It's a cloth sack. It's got the letterwriter symbol emblazoned on it. It's a red envelope. It shouldn't be too difficult to find.
All right. Well, I will certainly keep my eyes peeled for it, and I'll, you know, let you know as soon as anything develops with it, or if I get it back, I'll bring it to you as soon as possible.
If you're able.
Yeah. And she'll like smile and give her like a little nod. But I'll let you, you know, enjoy the rest of your morning. We actually have some errands to run, so yeah, hopefully I will come back with good news.
Well, I hope so too.
You have a great day. And I'll leave her be and rush on back over to my friends. Okay, guys, she was actually really nice, and she's not mean at all. She's just waiting on a package that's actually a funny story in the warehouse. So yeah, we really need to get in there, and we can get it back for her.
Huh? Oh, what? What?
So like apparently there was some kind of mix-up where like she's a courier, and she, you know, runs letters all around the continent. And so the package that she was supposed to be picking up got delivered there instead, but they won't let her get it, and they're being really like weird about it, and you know, like they kind of were when Valeria was. They're just honestly very secretive and weird. So if we manage to get in there, which is the plan, then we can keep an eye out for it and return it, and then she can move along and go about her life.
Is she going to give us anything in return?
Well, you know, maybe not in the traditional sense,
So
but
you took the job for free then?
It's not a job. It's like a favor, because we're like already going there. You know, if we were going out of our way to do something, then maybe I'd be like, okay, you should pay us. But I mean, we're already trying to get in there, right? So grabbing an extra sack, that's not a big deal. I can carry the sack. I won't make any of you carry the sack.
I mean, I suppose we have to get in there anyway, so.
And also, she's a courier, so she probably knows a lot just about, like, I don't know, I feel like she'd be well connected. We need more allies. It doesn't hurt to have somebody who owes you something.
Ooh, that's true.
A
Information.
favor for a favor.
Exactly.
And she could get a lot of places without people questioning her too much. She could say, I'm delivering the mail.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even think of that, Leah. That's brilliant. Yeah. That's perfect. banks get mail like all the time, so
This
it
is
would make-
true. Things do get
This is just-
mailed all the
This
time.
is just a fact. Banks get mail. So, like, she could probably get in there completely unnoticed. There's our inn. Well, not our full inn, but partially our inn.
A possible in? Because does she look like she's willing to help with, a heist?
I mean, I feel like if we do something for her, then she'll do something for us, and we don't really have to involve her in the actual heist part, but maybe she can just help with information gathering or something.
Okay, that sounds good.
It's not really a problem for now because, we still need to get in there, but just something to think about.
Okay, I'm too tired to.
She hasn't finished her coffee yet. She's up for whatever.
And Thena's like abnormally chipper. Like somebody should not be this like awake and at it at however early this is, but she is. So
And Dana, you're quite alright this morning.
oh, I'm wonderful actually. I feel like today's a really good day. I feel like we're gonna get a lot done. We've got things to do, errands to run. It's gonna be great.
Alright. Well, let's put your optimism to good use.
Well,
So, as you guys finish your breakfast and your coffee, you can make your way out of the Tipsy Quipper and,
Oh, I actually have a question, right?
yeah.
Do I have to like pray to Fortuna or whatever? Is that a thing I do as a cleric?
I mean, like, mechanically you don't, like, have to, but if it's something you want to, like, incorporate into your character, then yeah, you can
Oh.
do that.
Cool. I was just wondering if I was forgetting anything.
Like mechanically, it's not gonna like, oh, you can't cast spells today because you didn't say a prayer. But, a lot of people who play clerics like to, incorporate some sort of thing like that into it.
Cool. Alright, now I'll just be something real quick while she's drinking coffee at the counter. Just a quick little prayer, hoping to be lucky today. Bam. I'll think of something better next time.
There is sort of like a little like ritual some people do.
Oh?
To sort of like test their luck for the day. You'll see like people who are like kind of followers or like subscribers to the Fortuna faith. Will sometimes just like in the morning like flip a coin and try to predict it just to sort of see if it's like a good day or a bad day.
Can I do that?
Yeah, go for it. You can actually even like actually do it if you want. Like call it and then do /R or /roll in the Roll20 chat there. Do /roll and then a space and then 1d2. So call it first if it's gonna be 1 or 2, and then do it.
Alright. Tails.
Which is 2.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Well, guys, today sucks.
Yeah, so Teresa, you flip a coin and you call it wrong.
skills. That's not good. 2.
But yeah, as you guys finish up your meal and gather your things, you can set out for the day. So, as you guys walk out of the Tipsy Quipper and kind of make your way down the steps outside, Anthena, you unfurl your map and can decide your course for the day. So, where would you guys like to go?
Do you want to pick up
Firstly,
bread
I would
first?
like to posit that all of these drawings are actually on the map, and the party was just doodling on it.
Yes,
if
Like,
I
this is
agree.
you all
canon.
agree
That
that
this
it's
makes sense.
canon, then that can be canon.
Yeah.
I agree.
But anyway, we need to go to the archives. I think that's our first stop, probably, maybe.
Can we get bread first?
Oh, right, yeah. Okay, bread first, then candle
breakfast,
tree.
breakfast,
Yes.
Breakfast.
breakfast,
Bread,
breakfast.
bedfast, breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we have to go to St. Hawthorne's, right? Why did we want to go there? Because we were gonna mate. Was that to check about the magic item?
I think I put it there because I think
Because,
Sarisa would
yeah,
be.
Teresa said she wanted to visit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool. All right, then we go there after, and then back to the merchant's round to look at the tea house, and then robbing a house for the evening.
You are passing right by Candle Tree, so you want to do Fer de Lavenois,
Mm-hmm.
Candle Tree,
Yeah.
and then loop up to the Abbey,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds good.
and then back to the round.
I have a question. On our way from the Quipper to the bakery, are there any stalls or anything that might have like a like trinkets or things like that just on our way there?
Well, what sort of
I see
trinkets are
where
you
this is
thinking?
going.
Like
Oh.
like a toy or
I mean, yeah, there's countless like kind of morning markets that are set up. So as you guys are walking through the city, especially through the stilts, you would see kind of all sorts of different stalls and booths. So you could find like a stall that was selling like children's toys. There's stuffed animals and little dolls and all sorts of things. So just whatever you think you would want to buy can be there.
Kagox is just looking for something simple, like a doll or something of the sort.
Mhm.
Again, nothing fancy. He's just looking for one.
Yeah, we'll say it just costs a gold, and you buy a doll
Okay.
at one of the little stalls that sells like stuffed bears and things like that.
Oh, I'm not ready for this. It's so sweet.
And
I'm scared. What if I cry? Am I crying?
then you guys quickly stop by Fer de Lavenois, the bakery, to pick up your order of bread that I didn't write down. So you guys remember all of it, right? You guys remember what you ordered?
Yep.
Sure, yeah, you remember that.
Mhm.
Then,
I remember it word
I'm
for
gonna
word,
have you read
actually.
back the entire. Yeah,
Well,
as you guys walk in to the premises, as you're approaching, you see Sprout waving
Oh.
from
Aw.
the window, and then you enter in. She kind of runs over to you guys, and she's just sort of bouncing back and forth between all of you, just asking about your day, yesterday, and what you did. But kind of not really even waiting around for the answer, just sort of asking a million questions. And then from behind, Rufus just goes, "Oh, all right, Sprout, just calm down, calm down. It's all right. Just give them a bit of space." And she goes, "Sorry, Da," and then she backs up a little bit and gives you guys a bunch of space.
Oh.
I love her so much.
Hey,
Are you here?
Kagox.
He's just a little guy.
Kagox kneels down and says, "I have something for you, but you must pick a hand first." And he holds out his two hands.
For me,
But only if you guess correctly.
she like looks suddenly really worried. Droplet of sweat. She wipes it away. Oh, left.
He opens his left hand and it's empty.
She looks devastated.
No.
And he reaches his trunk behind his back where he's like stored this little bear, and he pulls it out and he hands it to her.
You see her eyes go like wide, almost sparkling in the morning light, and she snatches it from you and says, "For me, really?"
Mm. Yes.
All to myself.
Mm-hmm. And he ruffles her hair with his hand.
Aw.
Thank you. And she like hugs your leg. That's really all she can do. It's sort of like a person like hugging like a giant tree trunk.
Yeah.
Oh
In
my
comparison.
god.
And Kagox once again genuinely smiles. and it looks like it's a smile that needed to be there.
Stop.
Why do you have
That's,
to say stuff like that? Why?
that is, oh my god.
Stop talking. Stop. Can you mute him? Actually,
I can run the call. Get him out of here.
That was good.
get
that was
his
good.
ass from the party.
Rufus is just kind of like leaning his hand against like his fist and an elbow on the table, just kind of watching you guys and smiling. And then he sort of realizes that he sort of lost track as he's watching Sprout be all happy. And then looks over at you guys and goes, of course, your order, it is ready. Would you like to pick it up now?
Woo! Breakfast!
And just to make sure that I've got your order right, could you just read back to me what you ordered?
He got him.
That's cruel.
All right.
Sorry, I won't make you do that. I just thought that would be fun.
I'm not.
I think I remember it's just the classic bread.
It's all right, don't worry. It was just a little joke. Perhaps too early in the morning for a joke like that. But you had quite a long order, so I just wanted to look on your face, that's all.
Dirty pool, old man. Dirty pool.
Leah has like a notebook out. She's like, oh, all right. Never mind.
But like I said, it's just right here. And he hops off his stool and grabs another giant sack of bread and gives it to you guys.
Bread.
Bread.
Why do we keep doing this in the morning when we have to carry it around for the day?
For lunch too?
Oh, right, of course, yeah.
And
Yeah,
dinner.
there we go.
Obviously.
And dinner.
Well, our meals are comped at the inn, guys. We really need to take advantage of that.
You guys
What
have
if it was at the
basically a
inn?
personal chef.
It's not the same, guys. This is different.
I have just carbohydrate.
Is that all then? That's all you wanted for the morning?
Uh,
All right then. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely day then.
hee hee. You too. Hee hee hee.
She's already digging through the sack, cherry picking for the Kazakh bread.
Leah has passed it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort
we
of
pay him?
within this larger parcel that he's given you. Each of these sort of individual breads are like kind of wrapped in cloths and separated out. And Teresa, you eventually find the Kazakh bread that he is made according to your specifications. And as you kind of unfurl the cloth to reveal it, it does indeed look just like home.
Aww.
Oh.
Teresa gets a little sad for a second.
Aw. I put like a hand on her shoulder. I don't say anything, but just, you know.
I trust that that's an accurate recreation then, he says to you, Teresa.
Teresa takes a bite out of it. How does it taste?
Tastes like home.
Ah! With a mouthful of bread, I nod.
Mm-hmm.
He smiles and says, well, couldn't have done it without your recipe. Thanks for that, by the way.
You're welcome.
Might just start baking some of this up each morning and serve it as a regular.
You should. Me and my friend used to get it all the time.
Well-
Back home.
You and your friend have got good taste. Me and Sprouts tried some this morning, and it's quite good.
I'm glad you guys like it too.
From across the room, just Sprout goes, "It's really good."
Hee hee.
Well then, I believe we're all settled up. So have a lovely day then. Take care and come back tomorrow if you want more bread.
We will.
I'm gonna look at the other two.
We will be back.
Yes.
All right. Take care then.
May
And Sprout will
Fortuna,
happy to see you all.
May Fortuna smile
Sprout.
upon you. Nom 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 nom.
I like how Battle Sisters is capitalized. I really appreciate that.
It's the official title. We
It's
are
the
the
official
Battle
title.
Sisters. It sounds like a girl like band group. The battle
Because
sister.
we're a girl group and then Kagox is our manager.
Oh my god! Wait. He's our manager, but we have to explain like all of the
Yeah.
terms to him.
Yeah.
Like he
we're
goes to sign a
Kagox-
contract and he's like, "What is
yeah.
that?
Yeah, we're like, Kagox, can you schedule this thing? And he's like, how do I do that? And we're like, okay, so
What is the schedule?"
what is the schedule? How do I do that?
All right, to the archives.
Ooh.
I'm excited.
I know you're excited. I'm excited to see why you're excited.
Yeah, you guys make your way back down the long hill from the lighthouse all the way along the road and head north toward the Candle Tree Archives. And as you arrive, you see that the entrance is sort of nestled into a sort of courtyard where there's a statue and some gardens also nestled.
Wait, we know that lady.
Yeah, that we do.
I forgot her name, but I remember her face.
Did we get her name?
I think we did. But I'm terrible with names.
You think back to what her name was just yesterday, only a few hours
Oh,
ago.
Oh,
And
right.
suddenly
Yes.
the name comes to you.
Oh, that's
Only a
right.
few hours ago. It feels like so much longer.
Sarisa is gonna spot her and scamper over, waving.
The woman from the steam baths, Elspeth, who you talked to the other day, Sarisa, is just kind of sitting quietly and reading in a little garden that's sort of nestled into the side here, and drinking some tea from a little teapot that's sitting next to her. And she notices you as you run up and goes, "Oh, hello.
Hello again.
You decided to drop by the archives then?"
With me and my friends. And I'm gonna motion everybody else to come over.
I think we're being summoned.
Yes, I would say so.
Yes, these are my friends. I mentioned them.
Hi.
I mentioned them when we were talking in the bathhouse yesterday.
Yeah, we were attending to a bit of a medical emergency while you all were chatting, so apologies for not introducing ourselves.
Well, it's nice to meet you. Sarisa, now that she's like wearing her actual clothing today, instead of the robes from the steam baths, you notice that she wears robes that are like basically essentially completely foreign to this land, which makes sense because she did say she is not from here.
Ooh.
Well, scholars should be up and about for the day. I think Avogadro's just sitting in the lobby if you wanted to speak with him.
Yes, 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 yes. And I'll look at the other two. Right, it's important. We gotta for love.
For love!
For love?
It's a
Question
noble
mark.
cause.
And what did she say?
As you said, it's a noble cause.
Yes, it is. Do you think someone here might be able to help us out?
Well, probably, but Avogadro would know best.
Ooh. And you mentioned he's like the boss of the place, right?
Well, I suppose lead archivist, yes.
Ooh. Guys. We gotta talk to him.
Okay, yeah. I mean, sounds like he's knowledgeable and he could probably help us out.
It's just that door there.
Ooh.
Okay, Gox, we're going in. Is that a fountain? Or is it
No, it's just a statue.
Oh, it's a statue.
Oh, okay.
Is Kagox getting into another body of water that he shouldn't be?
I thought for a second, but we're all good. We're all good, guys.
Yep, we're good. We're good. He's not gonna walk in soggy.
I
He'll
will
find a
add
way.
the statue
find
is
a
of
way.
the statue's of a woman
Ooh.
with sort of long flowing hair, long flowing robes, and is carrying sort of in one hand a staff that's crossed sort of over across her chest, and sort of nestled into both arms is the moon.
Ooh. Is there like a plaque on it or anything?
No, but you can make a history check or religion.
Ooh, what is
Won't be a very
better?
hard one.
Okay. 18.
This is very clearly a statue of the Spell Mother Hana, goddess of magic and goddess of the moon.
Ooh.
Well, I read the World Anvil. I knew who that is.
Excellent. That's what we like to hear.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Actually, I have it memorized.
Oh yeah, nerd. Yeah, I'm gonna say bye bye to. How do you say her name?
Elspeth?
Elspeth. I'll get it eventually. Good fortune upon her and scamper after the rest of them. Heck.
Yeah, she gives you a little nod and returns to her book as you guys make your way inside. You throw open the double doors into the lobby.
I like that
Oh,
Sarisa's always scampering.
And she's just scampering all over the
Yeah,
place.
she's a little scamp.
Aw, she's
She
our
got-
little scamp.
Aw, and she's got short legs.
We need like one of those like heavily edited pictures with like a bunch of hearts of Sarisa that
Yes,
just says our
I'll
little
do it.
scamp.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Rika, send me Cerisa's character and I'll make the best damn tribute picture anyone's ever seen.
All right.
It's like the
It better
gif
be
where like the
MySpace
locket
worthy.
opens.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes, the locket gift.
So, you make your way into a rather large lobby.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Whoa. What is that thing on the counter?
What the hell is
Uh,
Oh my god.
kind of a-
Whereupon you can see sort of just in a strange sense peaceful chaos. There isn't any emergency happening here. There's not people running around in a tizzy, but there's just sort of everything everywhere in here. There's plants growing from the ground. There's a giant tree that has a bunch of lanterns hanging from it at the center of the hall, just sort of growing up out of the ground. There are people sitting on the far side and reading. There is sort of like a little cafe off to the side where you can see a lizard folk sitting next to what appears to be just a talking jar of liquid.
Oh.
Whoa.
I wanna
There is
converse
just sort
with
of all sorts of things happening all at once. So what do you do?
We gotta find the dude, right?
Yeah. She said he was just in the lobby. Is he the lizard guy or is he the? I'm assuming he's the guy over here with the glasses.
I don't know. Teresa's gonna go over to the lizard guy first,
Yeah, I mean she said right inside, and this is right inside, so.
right? So Teresa will be like, "Excuse me."
For a moment, you kind of have to call out, and then the lizard folk turns around in his stool and looks over at you and goes, "Oh, you were talking to me."
Yes. You wouldn't happen to know where, what's his name?
Avocado candle tree.
Avocado candle tree.
Avocado. Yes. Avocado.
Thank you for that. With, Mr. Avocado is, right? Would you happen to know where he is?
Mr. Ava, you mean Master Candletree?
Yes.
Well, he was just down here. Must have wandered off to something. You could ask Andrew, he might know.
Who's that?
He points to the far side of the hall.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Pardon me, but could I just ask, what that is behind you there on the counter?
Oh, don't worry about him. That's just Uzma. And from behind him, the little jar with a bunch of liquid kind of swirling out of it forms a face, and just shouts at you, Anthena. I am Uzma the Great.
Mm.
Hi, Uzma. I didn't know that you could talk. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Well, nice to meet you. The Great.
Just ignore him. He's always in a bad mood. It's something about, being turned into a jar of ooze. It doesn't really do much for
Wait,
the temperament.
Was he a person before?
Well, that's what he tells us. But I
Interesting.
must say we've not been able to confirm it, so I suppose it's possible it's not true.
Huh. I didn't know you could turn someone into a bottle of liquid. That's interesting.
He's not gonna jump out, is he?
Oh no, he's quite trapped in that little vase of his.
Oh, okay, good.
Sealed away by an evil wizard.
Whoop.
Oh no. Oh, that's no good.
No, again, don't get it confused. He is the evil wizard. He was sealed away because he was evil.
Oh.
And you just keep him here?
Well, yes, it is a rather fascinating sort of phenomenon. I've never seen a person turned into ooze before, so we study him. It's beneficial to him because we might be able to cure him, and beneficial to us because we get to understand the magic that, we get to understand whatever happened there.
I'm gonna look up at Anthena, who I am currently hiding behind, and whisper,
Didn't he just say he was an evil wizard?
Yeah, he did say he was evil.
Why are you trying to cure an evil wizard?
Oh, don't worry, his bark is a lot worse than his bite.
Oh, if you're sure.
I just have one more question. Was his name Uzma before he became Ooze, or is that the new Ooze name?
Well, honestly, we're not sure. He just introduced himself as Uzma, and that's sort of all we know.
Huh. Like, I wonder if what happened to
Uzma
him
the Great!
All right.
Uzma the Great, sorry. He puts the great in air quotes.
Well, you have a wonderful day, Uzma the Great, and she like bows.
He just shouts, I will curse your entire family!
Oh. Okay.
This fucking guy.
I mean, I don't really have any blood family, so I don't know if that would work, but
What?
you can try.
My
Curse
family
your
are
friends,
dead,
then,
so
he
there's
says as
nothing
they
to
were
cleanse.
walking away.
Oh no, hell no.
Ah! Nice.
But
And I think as they're walking away, you just see the lizard folk guy making his way over, and he just puts like a cork back into the bottle. All right, Uzma, your little played out for the day. You just go rest now.
Oh my gosh. I want a side quest where we learn what happened to Uzma.
That's for the candle tree kids.
Yeah.
Oh
They're the ones who found him, and they can deal with it.
my gosh. Wait, oh.
I don't want to deal with his ass. It was already annoying once enough.
Yeah, they found him in Starlight Symphony.
It was
Oh my
pretty fun.
gosh. We need
He was
an
kinda
Uzma
freaky.
spin-off. He needs like
No,
a
we
villain
don't.
origin
No, we
story.
don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. Oh, no, we don't need that. I'm good, thank you.
But yeah, you guys make your way over. Kigox, what are you looking at? Marveling at the tree?
Yeah, Kegox is just eyeing the tree.
This would be a semi-titular candle tree, as it is a tree lit up with all these little lanterns that have little candles in them.
That's so funny.
Ugh. Oh wait, we have to find somebody.
But
Bum, 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 bum.
what's out this window here?
Is that a window or a door?
It's a window.
Glowing. Oh.
It's just that the glass is blue, that's all.
Ooh.
It's just the canal.
Oh, okay. Good view.
Riverside.
Riverside. This is peak riverfront property, valued
Yeah.
at 1.6 million. Great amenities, walkable city distance.
Walkable city. It is a walkable city. We've walked the whole
Sure.
city, man.
We are walking the city. Let's invent cars and then turn it into a non-walkable city.
No.
Yes.
Where's that campaign? We invent cars.
The Industrial Revolution.
So you guys make your way over to a scholar who's sitting in the corner, just sort of like buried in a pile of notes. He's got a bunch of papers stacked. He's got a bunch of books stacked. He's got like 3 different books splayed open out in front of him. And he's sort of reading them all at the same time. You see his head kind of flickering back and forth between them and then writing stuff down. But he looks up as you guys approach and goes, sorry, I don't know you. Is there something you needed?
Yes, excuse me, do you know where we can find Master, Arpeggio?
You mean Master Avogadro?
Yeah, him!
Well, I believe he just went to his Cosmos. I could go and get him if you want.
Oh, yes, please, it's, very important. It's a matter of love!
Well, he like looks back at his books. He's just right up the stairs there. Points.
Ooh. Oh, okay, thank you! Bu-bu-bu-bu.
Please tell me Butterfly lands on K-Gogs. I
Butterfly.
want that so
please.
bad for him.
Animal handling.
Can we give the help action?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know how I help
just
a butterfly
with
land
just
on someone.
pure force of will, you try to
Leah
manifest it in the
uses
universe.
speak with
Yeah.
animal.
All right, we'll say a butterfly lands on you.
Suck.
Big win. Biggest win.
And so you make your way up the staircase, which sort of, as you take a couple steps up, it turns into sort of this spiral staircase that begins to wrap around. And you realize that this is the spiral staircase that's ascending the tower that you could see from the outside. The entire spiral staircase itself is actually, like, the walls are completely lined with bookshelves that wrap all the way around. But eventually you arrive in the Cosmos. And you can see this room is also lined with books, but it has this large sort of plinth in the center that's raised up and engraved with arcane sigils. On the far side, there's a man who is just kind of sifting through books and doing some reading, but he looks up as you enter and kind of makes his way over and goes, here to deliver my food?
What? I guess.
Cereza's gonna offer some of the bread out of the bread bag.
I don't remember ordering any bread, but perhaps there was a mix-up.
I don't think we were here to deliver food, right, guys?
No, no, we were actually here to talk to you. I'm sure that the food is on its way, though.
A completely unrelated manner then. I see. Well, come in. Oh, I think you got slingshotted, Anthony. Oh,
Oh.
hello.
Oh no.
Hey, can you see yourself, or?
Yeah. What? I could. There's
Okay.
two of me on my screen. Wait, let me just refresh.
Yeah, you're gone for me.
Oh no, there's two of them on mine.
Oh, no.
no.
You
I've
moved
doubled.
while I was moving you.
Mhm.
If while I'm clicking and dragging you move, it sometimes slingshots you off the screen and then you're gone.
Oh, oh no. Yeah, for me there's two, but
That's fine.
it's cool. I can
It's
just.
me that needs to
I'll move
refresh,
one.
but I don't want to do it. So just move the one that's
Yeah.
in the block.
Got it.
He kind of like welcomes you guys to make your way past the entrance of the doorway, and he's just kind of
Yes.
like rambling to himself as he does. He just goes, "I'm a little too lazy to make my way all the way down to the restaurant, you see. So I just cast the sending spell and make my order there, and then they send someone to bring the food over."
Real quick, is that orb-looking thing? Is it similar to the one that's back at the inn?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
I
thought we were onto something.
I'm just limited on assets. That's all.
No, that's totally fair. I was like, oh,
this one existed first, to be fair.
okay.
This is more like an orrery. It's like a intricate interlocking orbits of all these little like kind of crystals that slide around these thin metal rings, sort of simulating a solar system.
Ooh.
Oh, that's so cool.
Now then, there was something you needed?
Yes, yes, there is, in fact. And it is very important. It's a matter of love, actually.
All right. What exactly can I do for you?
Hold on, let me look at the side quest thing.
Well, you see, there's some farmers, right? I forget their names, but that's not important. You see,
Kira and Rohan.
Cerise is not good at names, and I'm just rolling with it, man.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna roll with it at this point.
so you see, one of them is having issues with growing these, guys, what was it?
Crystal berries?
Yeah, those
Yeah.
crystal berries, right? One of them is trying to grow crystal berries here, but they're not looking so great. And the other one really likes this one. But the problem is, if her crystal berries don't grow, then she's going to leave, and then the guy won't be able to tell her his feelings.
Matters of arcane agriculture, then. Is that what you're saying?
Sure.
Well, I believe one of my scholars used to be a farmer. I suppose you could ask him. I think he's down in the library.
Okay. Library, you said?
It's just down the stairs and then it's the other door next to the entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm gonna look at everybody and I'm like, guys, we gotta go. We gotta go to the library.
For love.
For love!
The Library of Love. I'm pretty sure that's definitely not what it is.
It should be called the Library of Love. That's a great name.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Gox.
Question. So you said it's like an orrery, and it looks like solar system, correct? It's
Yeah.
this thing over here?
It's this thing.
Okay. Would I be able to discern, like, if the stars, like, looked familiar? Like, from when I would look at the night sky, back home, would I be able to tell anything like that, or no?
It's not necessarily simulating the stars. It's sort of celestial bodies. So you wouldn't see like constellations necessarily.
Okay.
So I'd say probably no. But I will say the crystals are like moving on their own.
Okay. he's a little enthralled by it, but then when everyone calls him back, then he snaps out of it and he's like, oh, and he follows back.
As you're walking past, Avocado just goes, I wouldn't fiddle with that if I were you. It is tracking them in real time.
All right, and Cerise's gonna wave and say, "Thank you, Master Alfredo."
It's well, close enough.
He's so kind.
He's like the Benedict Cumberbatch of Candle Tree.
So you guys wind your way back down the spiral staircase and to the lobby. And of course, he directed you towards that door there.
Okay, so which door did he say? Good. Let's go, guys.
Love!
For love.
You guys are very excited about this.
It's for love. How can you not be excited?
It's
I'm more
important.
excited. To learn more about the arcane elements of it. Truly.
We gotta
Look,
make sure that he can say his feelings to her first, or she might leave.
Enchanted broom. OMG.
Whoa.
So you make your way into the library and can see that there's sort of long bookshelves stacked with tomes of all shapes and sizes. But off to your left, you can see that there is a little table where you can see some people kind of sitting and reading, as well as a few other people beyond them that are sort of scanning the bookshelves looking for something. There is a woman off to your right who's kind of sitting on a stool behind sort of a long table. She's got some splayed open books that appear to be sort of charting all sorts of different sort of statistics for the library. But there is also an enchanted broomstick that is just sort of gently sweeping the ground.
Does the broomstick talk?
No.
Go ask it.
I'm gonna feel stupid if I start talking to a broom and it can't talk.
Go for it. You gotta go for it.
I'm going for it.
Yeah,
I
go
go
for
to
it.
The broom.
The broom is
Hello.
the broom is kind of just like sweeping along, and then it accidentally kind of sweeps your foot as it turns around, and just goes, pardon, ma'am.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh, you can talk. That's amazing.
Please, if you'd kindly move out of the way so I can continue my work.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's amazing.
Whoa,
So-
that is...
You guys see that, right? Like I'm not just hallucinating like a enchanted broom.
No, that is an enchanted broom. You're not going crazy.
Okay, that is so cool. I want to enchant a broom. It could save me so much cleaning.
Ooh.
I mean, I kind of already have a spell that does it, but like this could like keep going while I'm like not there, you know?
Ooh. That's true. Oh, but
Cerise is looking around.
excuse me.
Can I help you with something?
We're looking for someone who used to be a farmer, but is now a scholar here.
She points across the library past a bookshelf and says, I believe you're looking for Marlowe over there.
Marley, got it.
What's his name?
Marley. Yeah, that.
Marley. Okay, all right. Excuse me. Is there a Marley?
Well, is there?
It's time. Been waiting for this one.
It's not a Marley, but there's a Marlowe. You guys are really calling out for like a Marley. This guy sitting here kind of turns around and he goes, well, my name's not Marley, but it's Marlowe, if you're looking for me.
Do you know anything about farming?
I do. I used to be a farmer back in the old times.
Then, yes, I think we're looking for you. Right,
How
guys?
can I help?
Ooh, ooh.
Sarisa is actually starting to feel a little shy. So she grabs. Ooh. How do I do flip a coin thing? Hold up.
It's
I'm
just
gonna-
slash roll space, and then whatever dice you want to do, you'd say how many dice you want to roll, and then D, and then what type of dice, like how many sides it has. So flipping a coin would just be slash roll 1d2.
Okay, cool. Sarisa's gonna grab Athena's hand because she is
Aw.
feeling shy,
Aw. I grab her hand back.
and she is going to drag you over with her.
All right.
So we need the help of someone with farmer expertise.
Well, sure. What are you looking to know?
Well, you see, there's these two dragonborn farmers, and one of them really likes the other one, but one of them is trying to grow the guys. What are they called?
Crystal berries?
Yeah, those crystal berries. Yeah. But the crystal berries aren't looking so good. And she said if the crystal berries don't grow, then she's gonna leave. And then the other dragonborn isn't gonna be able to tell her her feelings.
I see. So it's a matter of love then, isn't it?
Yes, you get it.
He gets it! He gets it!
It's quite
Finally.
important after all. I mean, love is what drives half of us to do some of the crazy things that we do anyway.
Yeah, you get it.
Well, I would go take a look myself, but I'm a little bit too old to be getting up and about and doing all sorts of things like that. So, my advice for you would be, you say these crystal berries ain't growing. What's the problem with that? Did you ever find that out? I haven't heard of them before, which is why I'm asking. You know anything about them?
Sarisa's gonna look at you guys.
If I remember correctly, I think it's that the berries are used to having some kind of magic imbued in the soil, and so where they're native to, which I can't remember exactly where they're from, but that's like something that just happens naturally. But since she's trying to grow them here where that doesn't happen, then they're kind of dying. So we need some way to, some kind of magic, the artifact or thing, I don't know, to put in the soil that would help them.
I see. Well, if you're looking at it from a farmer's perspective, I guess think of it like a fertilizer. If you're saying they need some kind of arcane energy to grow, and as far as I know, the soil here ain't got none of that in it, you probably want to get either some sort of potion, tincture type thing you can put into the soil, or plant something magical along with it that gives it that kind of arcane boost, like a supplement.
Oh.
Where would we find something like that?
Well, I ain't got no skill in potions, unfortunately, so I would recommend that you all check out Rembrandt's down in the merchant corridor. Could talk to the court musician. Musician. he kind of stops himself and he goes, wait. Magician, sorry. It's one of them days. I'm the magician and a musician, so I confuse the two.
Wait, you're a musician?
I am.
Wow, that's cool.
I play the flute there, dear. What do you play?
Well, I play quite a few things. I kind of play the pan flute, but I'm not as good at it, and it's kind of hard to play that in a tavern. But I mostly play the lyre.
I see. I was never one for them string type instruments. I ain't that good at it. My
They're a
fingers
bit-
are a little too creaky for it nowadays.
Oh, yeah, it does. It kind of requires a lot of that. Yeah.
But there used to be a fair amount of magic shops in this city here, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure one of them closed down, but I don't remember where it was. But Rembrandt might know. He's been around this city for quite some time.
Hmm.
So if he ain't got what you're looking for, he might be able to point you in the direction of somebody who does.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. That sounds promising, right, guys?
Yeah, I think that's definitely worth checking out.
Hmm.
And sounds like he should have something that can help.
But if he doesn't have anything, then what do we do then?
Well, remember we sent that very convincing, definitely gonna get delivered letter to the court magician. So we've got options.
Ooh. I hope she. Or is it she?
I think it's a she.
Okay. Sorry, want to make sure.
I think it's I think she is a she.
Yes. Like, ooh, I hope she does reply.
I don't see how she wouldn't. I mean, the letter was like, how could you ignore a letter like that? We emphasized the love and the grave matter.
Mhm.
Anyone would be swayed.
Exactly. We gotta make sure he can, tell her how he feels. Ooh. Cerisa starts to look a little like squirmy.
Oh,
Marlo gets up and he puts a hand on your shoulder, Sarisa, and he says, "Don't worry about it, dear. I'm sure you'll find something."
Ooh, I hope so, or he'll never be able to tell her. Ooh.
Love has a tricky way of finding itself out of weird places like this. But I'm sure you guys will be able to come up with something that works.
I hope so.
we will. We absolutely will. I'm confident.
Okay.
Well, thank you for your time, Mr. She almost says Marley, but it's like Marlowe. Got it. We'll let you get back to your studies and all that.
All right, well, you kids go run along now, and if you need anything, you can always stop by and give me a holler.
Ooh. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Marley.
Anthony Lee knows her. She's like,
Marlo. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Mr. Marlowe. We really appreciate it.
No skin off my back.
Leah, do you have anything to say to
Leah
Marlo?
has nothing to say.
Yeah,
to
Leah, you've been surprisingly
Wow.
quiet.
Yeah, what's this about?
Leah's looking through books right now, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
Leah, you need to say bye to Marlo. It's a polite thing to do.
Oh my god. I can't switch between accents that fast.
Do it.
Oh my god, fine. Leah looks at Marlo and she says, thank you so much, sir, for your grateful help, and you're very gracious. And he goes, "It's no problem, miss. I hope you all find what you're looking for."
Is that a Webkins reference?
What?
What?
What? Do you guys play Webkins?
No.
Oh my gosh! Wait, no, sorry.
Hold
Okay,
on.
there's
Wait, reset the clock. Did someone just make a Webkins reference?
Yes.
there's this. It's the guy, and he runs the curio shop, and he says, "Hope you find what you're looking for."
Oh my god.
It's like that's like a core staple of my childhood. Apologies.
Marlo is actually like from the
He sounds like him.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Anyways, you guys say your goodbyes to Marlo then.
Yes,
Kigox, you were sifting through books trying to see if anything looks familiar.
Yeah, looking for like pictures or runes or anything that just seems to strike a memory.
There's nothing that you can like kind of like recognize one to one directly, but there is a book that most of it you can't read, but you flip through the pages quickly just to kind of like see if there's anything, and you do sort of occasionally on a couple pages find some scrawled symbols that look not familiar. They're not something that you're used to, but they're close.
Okay.
Like sort of like the difference between like Italian and Spanish, that kind of thing.
okay.
Like there's some
okay.
stuff that you kind of are like recognizing in these symbols, though they're clearly not your language.
Okay. He stares at it very, very intently, like he's trying to understand it. Like it's hard to explain. Like it's that look on your face that you get when you've recognized something and your brain is trying to process, where do I remember this from? And that is his entire state of being in this moment. Is he is trying to understand what this is and why this is so familiar.
Sarisa, you walk up to him and he's sort of entranced by this book. And you kind of glance at the spine of it as he's kind of holding it over you since he's very tall. And it is a book on giant culture.
Ooh, giant culture, eh? Is that the book? That's what it says right there on the spine.
And he looks at it, and he flips the book over to look at the so-called spine, and then he flips it back over and he says, I'm trying to read. And he says it with uncertainty because he's not really reading, he's remembering.
Oh, well, I guess we did say we were gonna teach you how to read.
He's like, are there more like this? And he points to the pages, like, big, thick, heavy, meaty finger onto rune, like, are there more like this?
Cerise's gonna turn around.
Oh, Leah!
Yes.
We need a very smart person for smart person things.
I wouldn't consider myself a very smart person, but what seems to be the issue?
Show her, Kgox.
Kgox points to the book again, and he points to the pages. He says, are there more of these books with spines that have these symbols in them? And it is if he has a moment where he knows what he wants to say, but he can't convey the emotion, and you can see him getting frustrated.
What are we looking at here, Charlie?
What
is this?
Leah, you look at the book, and most of it's in common.
Okay.
It's sort of detailed notes from some sort of researcher who was looking into giant culture. And though you personally can't read the runes that are scrawled in, there is actually like subtext in common under each of them that explain what they mean. And so there's a rune for like welcome, like something that would be scrawled into a cliffside to sort of welcome people to a certain territory. There is keep out signs. There are danger signs. There are symbols for different beasts to warn about danger. There are symbols for weather. There are symbols for different clans. There are symbols for all sorts of different things. But this is very much sort of like giant culture, frost giants, and
I see.
all sorts of things like that.
So Leah's gonna point at the runes specifically and say, "Okay, guys, do you recognize these? Like this bit of the literature? I know
Do-
you're from the north, so
Do I like you said it's like the difference between like Italian and Spanish.
Yeah, so there's like you can kind of get what it's saying, though it's a little unfamiliar. So like where you might have seen welcome, you saw the word enter or something like that. But you
Okay,
sort of
and
you got the gist, but maybe couldn't quite recognize exactly what it is.
yes, this I know this.
In other
This
words,
is
there would be subtleties that a native speaker would understand that maybe you wouldn't, but you still get kind of what they're saying.
mhm. I this is all familiar. I remember this. And he flips to another page and he points to one that says like warning, and then he goes to another one where it's like like a hunting ground or something like that, like game that, and he's pointing to them like, I are there more uh uh books with spines that say these things?
well, Kagox, this is a book about frost giants from the north. Notes
Leah,
inside.
you do a quick scan of the bookshelf he's looking at. It doesn't seem like there's any other books on giants here,
Okay.
but there is a
It-
librarian.
Okay. Well, if you're looking for stuff on giants specifically, I don't really see anything here. But we can look through the rest of the library if you'd like.
And he looks pleadingly to Leah, because Leah is picking up on what he's saying, and it's help me find me.
Oh, are you looking for books about your clan, your tribe?
Yes.
Right. Well, that makes sense. You said you are from the north, and if this is about frost giants, then I'm sure that there could be some sort of correlation between the language that they're using and the language that you're using. Yes, let's take a look. So Leo will do a scan of the library, see if there
Yeah,
are
and-
any books.
If I hear that and just kind of like how much, like the urgency of it, I'll walk over to the librarian and ask if they have anything like elsewhere on giants, or specifically any like people from up north.
Giants? I don't believe we do. You see her kind of flip through some of her catalogs. Well, we've notes on giant culture, and she points over at the bookshelf that you were just at.
Yeah,
And,
I think we found that one.
well, I don't think we have any other books on giants in here at the moment. They tend to be, well, mostly rather ancient and a little bit hard to find. We've not collected any.
Would you happen to have any books about elephant folk?
Loxodon, you mean?
Yes.
Well, we've got the Loxodon herds of Zul'Goran, but you were asking about the-
Stormhide, Clan Stormhide, and he like grips the counter, and his fingers are like digging into it.
You were asking about the North. We've not, to my knowledge, I've not read every book in the library, but to my knowledge, there's no books titled or about a Clan Stormhide, was it? But There is a book on Stormland's topography that might be to your interest.
Oh, could you point us to where that one might be?
Yes, it's just that shelf over there. She points.
Okay, thank you.
Third row up, 15th book on the left.
All right. I'll go help Leah try to look for it.
Swag.
Swag.
Well,
Swag.
Cerise's gonna maybe try to pet Kagox's arm. It'll be
sorry.
okay, Kagox. She's not quite sure what he's worked up about. But he's worked up about something. So she's gonna try to comfort Kagox.
These books with spines have knowledge, and I've seen this before, and I want to remember.
Remember what? To be exact, if you know what it is, you're trying to remember.
I want to remember me.
Remember you? Do you not? Have you forgotten things, Kagox?
And he starts like he's like trembling, like it's a pensive, like twitchy trembling.
Oh,
Was it
How
the
about-
coffee?
it's like it'll be okay, Kagox. We're they're looking. How about you how about we sit down?
Did we find the book?
Yeah, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to 15 from the left, and eventually find a book entitled Stormland's Topography by a Broomhilda Fireside.
Cool. All right. I'll talk for Olivia at the moment. After her grave injury. I'll run the book back over and kind of flip through it and like, show it to Kagox. Be like, does any of this look familiar? I'm not sure if this is exactly what we need, but thought maybe there could be something.
He looks over Anthena's shoulder and tries to absorb what he can from this book.
It is all in common.
No pictures.
Yeah, there are pictures, there are maps.
There's just maps though, like no runes or anything.
No runes, no, but there are lots and lots of maps throughout, mapping out different areas of these Stormlands to the north. I will say, Kagox, at a glance, doesn't look the same. Looks similar, but not quite how you imagine.
Okay. He's looking at it and he's shaking his head. No, that's not the same. It's different.
Oh.
Different.
So you're not from this part here?
And I would know that as the north, but it doesn't look the same, correct?
Yeah, it's similar, but there are sort of land masses that are slightly different than what you remember. It's just kind of drawn differently than how you guys might have done it.
Okay. He's not sure. he's trying to process it. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
There is like tons of writing around all these maps, and you'd have to take the time to read it or have somebody read it to you. But at a glance at the maps, that's your first inclination. So they're just kind of wrong.
I cannot read this. I can't. And he just fumes and he stamps his foot really hard on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Please, quiet in the library if you would.
Yeah,
Hey, Gaunt.
sorry.
I understand your frustration, and I know I promised to teach you how to read and think that perhaps soon would be a good time to start. I'd like you to be able to understand without being so frustrated, because I understand the frustration of not being able to read, not being able to understand what people are saying.
I am sorry. And he just kind of like walks out of the room.
Oh.
Leo will go after.
I'm gonna ask the librarian. I'm not I know this is kind of like a a closed thing, but can you check out books from here if you're not a part of the archives, or is that not really allowed?
The public are allowed to come in and read in the library so long as they don't disturb the scholars, but in order to take a book with you, you do need to be a consortium member.
Mm.
All right. Thank you, and I'll.
You're welcome to come back and read it whenever you wish, though.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm sure we'll be back at some point, and I'll try to like. Not like try to memorize the pages, but that's absolutely not going to happen because Athena can't do that. And then I'll tuck the book back and follow them out.
Yeah, the broom kind of bumps you on the way. "Oh, pardon, ma'am."
I'm so sorry. I'm not used to a broom moving around on its own. I do apologize.
And you guys make your way out.
So what was the name of like the map? It was just the Stormlands was what it was called.
Yeah, the one in particular that you guys were looking at on the page before Chaos stormed out was just sort of a map of the entire Stormland, so basically everything beyond the Midnight Veil.
Cool. Anthony's kind of whispering to Sarisha. She's like, I wonder if we could find like some kind of scholar or adventurer. I don't know. There's got to be somebody that knows about these things. If there's not books about them, there's probably people that know about them.
Maybe. I mean, we are in a place where there's like a lot of scholars, so I mean, we could maybe ask.
Yeah. Well, it's weird to me that he said it was different. Like it wasn't the same.
How does that work? How can it be different, but it's
I just wonder if the people who drew the maps were, I don't know, were in a different pod or had a different perspective. Or...
I don't know about that one. You'd think they would be rather accurate.
It's interesting. And I imagine we're following them outside, but obviously they're ahead of us a little bit. Can I wave bye to Uzma?
No.
Yeah, he just shouts what you imagine to be expletives in a different language that you don't understand.
Cool. I figure.
Nice.
But they're sort of like really muffled by the cork that's been put in the vase. So just-
Oh, I was guys, I kind of love him.
Best ooze.
Real.
Best ooze in a jar I've ever met. And I've met a lot of oozes in a jar.
Have you?
Have you?
Yep.
But yeah, you guys make your way back outside the consortium halls into the courtyard out front. Uh, Kgox, you make your way over to the far side of the statue. The others, as you kind of catch up with them, you see them there. What do you guys do?
What do we say to him?
I don't know. I don't know if there's a lot that we can say. I think we just kind of have to, I don't know, be there.
Yeah, I suppose. I wonder what he meant by that, though. That he's trying to remember him?
I think Hagox has had, you know, an interesting life, and we don't know all of it. And if I've learned anything from interacting with lots of different people from lots of different places, you just kind of have to be there to listen sometimes. And they'll tell you when they're ready to talk about it.
Oh, I guess.
And Athena will kind of like sit over here, like not too close to, I don't know if you want space or anything, but she's sitting patiently.
There's too much here that reminds me of other things. And I don't know what to do about it. It's complicated. I don't want to trouble you, and it's becoming troublesome. I want to understand more of what's going on here, but the similarities are too colorful.
I
If
have a
that makes
question.
any sense.
I have a question for you, Kgox. Are the things that you're being reminded of, is that where you're from? Your home and your family?
He nods.
Well, I'm gonna teach you a new word. It's called homesickness, and it's a feeling that you get when you're away from your home or someplace that you like a lot, or people that you like a lot, like your family. And it's bad. It sucks. It's awful because everything around you just kind of reminds you of the place that you're not in or the people you're not with. But it's something that everybody goes through, and it's really it's different because I don't know how you came to be away from home, or what happened with those that were there with you, but it's natural and it happens, and you just kind of have to get through it because you'll realize eventually that even though you miss a lot of things, and sometimes, and that will never go away, there's happiness and home to be found in new places.
But this homesickness that you speak of, one can return to home.
I mean, not always. In some cases, yes, but you can feel it for something that, is no longer there, or at least is different from the way that it was. Doesn't mean it's not still home.
Because the home that I know, the home that I feel, and then he puts his hand on his heart, because this is where the pain is. And it is not a pain that I can shrug off.
No.
This pain, I don't think I can return to the home that is no longer there.
Yeah. And
And
that makes it much worse. I know.
And it is hard because the home that I know is no longer there. Those books showed places that I don't recognize. They are symbols that I do not recognize. I know them, but I do not understand them.
Yeah, I mean, it can be hard to see a place that you know, but it's changed and it won't ever be the same again. And it makes the whole thing harder because when you're homesick, all you want to do is go back home. And if you can't go back home, then it, makes it worse and it makes it feel like it's never ending. But the good thing about that is that you said you feel the pain in your heart, right? And it's awful and it's crushing and you can't get rid of it and it's always going to be there. But that means that it will always be there. You can always think about it and remember your memories from there and just remember the way that you felt and what it meant to you. And that's kind of a comfort, Home can be with you always if you just make sure to keep it alive in your memory.
Thank you.
And she'll give your arm like a little hug. And she's like, it'll be okay. I know it doesn't seem like it will be, but it will be. And if we can, and she'll kind of gesture to everybody, if we can do anything to help you feel better or to create new memories, I'm sure this place isn't comparable to, your home, but you can have multiple homes, and that's okay. So maybe we can all make a new home together with each other.
He just nods. And he smiles again.
I think that's a perfect spot to end the session, no?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. I hate this game. I don't want to play
I
This
anymore.
game
love
sucks.
This game is ass.
This game's balls.
This game
I'm
is
refunding it
total
on Steam, too.
balls. Excuse me, Steam support. I got so dehydrated I passed out and then had to go to the ER because I was crying so much. Please give me a refund and pay for my medical bills.
oh.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
You know what you did.
Yeah, I know what I did. I'm mainly apologizing to Gran.
Not to us.
No, it's all good. I was just sitting back and enjoying it. That was good info. I didn't really plan for that book to be there. I just made all that
Oh,
up.
but
How?
For it.
I had an
that's why
idea.
you're a good DM. That's why.
Yeah, when you said you were looking at the books, I had an idea, and then I ran with it, and I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Phew. Quite a lot happened that session. Still not even seeing the back.
We're never. Last session we
Never
get to
go
the
to the
bank.
bank.
That's it.
Yeah.
Dude, we'll get there eventually, guys. We got more.
We
important
haven't even
things to
walked
do.
past
Haven't
it.
even
we haven't...
just visually seen it in the distance.
No.
Yeah, we've
Like,
never
we haven't
even
seen
made
the
it to that
map.
part of the map. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. We have more important things to do.
Well,
Yeah, like bread and love stories.
And
To
love
begin.
stories.
So you guys are currently here in the little courtyard out front of the archives, and next time you want to summarize your previous plans, make your way to St. Hawthorne's,
Mhm.
then do a bit of exploring in Merchant's Realm, kind of see the shops that you've not seen. Rembrandt's Remedies is there, the tea shop is there, and then potentially do some breaking and entering.
What do you mean potentially? It's happening. Get ready.
Yeah, we're
Well,
breaking.
I
in
just
that
mean
house.
potentially depending on where we get to.
There will be lots of breaking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's what we'll pencil in as the plan for next time, just so that I'm kind of aware. Can do my prepping. It's all
Wait.
already prepped. I don't know what I'm saying.
You always say I'm gonna prep, but it's like nah, it's alright.
I mean, I prep little things where I have like little ideas, so I like to kind of have I guess concept of where you guys are gonna go, so that I know what to focus on.
Yeah. I have a question though.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the rope snake?
That is in Merchant's Round, so
Yes. Okay. Eventually,
We're
rope
coming, Rope Snake.
Let's go.
We got money for you now.
Hee hee.
We still gotta be on the lookout for real snakes, though.
It's true. I
Like
haven't
we're
been wanting.
close, but we're not there yet.
I've been wanting to keep asking. Hey, Grant, is there a snake here? Right?
you'll see a snake. Don't worry.
Wait, you
No.
didn't see the snake in the library? It was
Wait,
near one
no.
of the shelves.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Wow, you got me there.
I got you again. Woo!
All right. Well, we will say that that's the plan for next time, and leave it at that. Is there anything off the top of our heads that interferes with next week?
Not next week. No.
I should be good.
Yeah, I'm good. Olivia, can you speak yet?
Can you speak? Yet?
Oh.
How's your mouth?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
good.
no. Oh, there she is.
Will
You're
your
good.
mouth be healed by next week?
Hopefully.
Do you mean you're
It's still- I
good for
can still
next
taste
week,
a
or
little
do you mean
metallic.
that your mouth is alright?
Both.
Okay. Well, then we will pencil it in as a yes for next week. If anything changes, please don't hesitate to let me know as early as you're able to. I know it's
Oh, whoops! I cut my mouth.
last minute. You cut your mouth.
Can't
again?
make it.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't make it next week.
See, see, for a second, I completely believed that you would have cut it again, and I think that says a lot about you. To be honest.
Oh my
yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday was my wrist. Today I just the hole in my mouth. What's next? What am I gonna do? Fall down the fucking stairs tomorrow?
Don't
Probably.
jinx
Hopefully
it.
not.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Don't put that out there.
What if
Don't
I
put
fall
that
down
in the
the
Don't
universe.
manifest that
It's
in
too
the
late.
world.
If I fall down this stairs, it means that actually no, it doesn't mean anything because my finals aren't until like 2 weeks from now. So never mind.
Yeah, you just have to study and pay.
Yeah, just like I hate reading about dead bodies while my legs are both broken. This is terrible.
So yeah, we will pencil yes for next time, and let me know if anything changes as soon as you're able to. But of course, last minute stuff happens, so don't worry about that. And yeah, we'll return next week, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, for more Gaunt's Gold. Looking forward to it because this is always a good time. I feel no need to rush you guys along on anything because it's just fun to watch you guys. So we just take our time with every interaction because it's just fun to watch.
I think we should have our next session right now, actually.
Yeah.
You ready
Can we
for
do
this session?
that?
Right now?
Everybody
right now,
good
right now?
for the next 3
Yep.
hours? Come on.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
good.
I'm good. Let's go.
free.
Let's go.
Let's go.
As long as we can take a ocean fishing break.
Yeah. We have to
Oh,
take it
yes,
to
at 12.
12.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, there's one right now.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Oh
Right, you can
shit.
register 15 minutes
How
after.
quickly can we log on and
Chris,
register?
guys, you got until 15 minutes, and then they won't take out any more people.
Shit, where are we going? Are we going?
Yeah, where are we going?
The answer is not quickly enough.
No, I believe in you guys. You guys can get
I
on.
literally am turning on my PlayStation right now. What are you talking about?
Let's go ocean fishing.
I'm going to your server, Gabby. I'll be there.
Oh, hop on. Best server.
I'm hopping on. I'm hopping on.
All right. Well, so next week, more Gaunt's Gold, and we will see you guys then. Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for playing players. It was a good time as always. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Night chat.
Bye.
Bye.